Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here. Welcome to another edition of Monday Night Raw. I'm your host, Conman167, and we're live here today. We're going to be taking some live calls for the first half hour. We're going to watch some Monday Night Raw. It's going to be a good time here today. Good to have you guys. Really good to have you. Right off the bat, I am feeling like if you can try to pinpoint how I'm feeling, picture a bag, all right? Now picture a dog crapped in that bag. Now picture you have tied that bag up, and inside is a dog crap. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like a bag of dog crap. I really do not feel good at all. My headache is just like, I've got myself not really a good feeling so far right now. But I'm gonna try to push through it. I'm gonna try to wake up a little bit here. We're just going to have ourselves a good show, everyone. So yeah, welcome everyone here to the show. What we do for the first half hour is we're going to be taking some live calls from you guys. So you can call into the show, let me know what you're expecting to see here tonight, all that great stuff. And we can do so through our Discord server. So if you guys would like to know how to do that, let me show you really quickly. So right now, everyone, if you take a look at the screen, I believe... that's going to be really, really big. Shoot. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Let's try this here. It's going to be really large here. It's going to look really, really bad for a second. There we go. All right, so we got ourselves a bit of a Discord screen showing here. Still just got to fix the size of it, and then I'm going to show you how you can join. There we go. All right. Perfect. So everyone, if you wish to join our Discord server, all you got to do is do the following. So if you click on the link down in the description below. It should take you to the welcome to the server page. And this is pretty simple. This is just a nice little introduction. Once you see this, I should say, you click on the rules, then you go into the rules and you see this nice little green check mark down here. Yep, you got to check it. That's going to give you access to the rest of the server. Now, if you want to call in to me, which is the whole reason you're going to be on the Discord server, you just scroll down until you see this huge wait list right here, the live call wait room. It's got 30 channels available. So if you can get into that, great. If you can't, then I will try to get your calls in the future. We will take one caller at a time. We're going to probably only be able to get to a handful of callers here today. But yeah, that's what we're going to do, everyone. So make sure that you are joining our Discord server if that interests you, if you would like to chat along with me. And then we're going to be live with the live reactions for Monday Night Raw at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Awesome stuff, everyone. But before we get into that, just really quickly, a couple little notes that I want to talk about. Moving forward for pay-per-views, whether it be UFC, whether it be WWE, whether it be Impact Wrestling, it's not going to work with the background audio anymore. Today has been kind of a crap day. Not only did my UFC live stream from this past weekend get blocked by UFC, but also my reaction clips for Roman Reigns retaining the title, Sasha Banks winning the title, and what was the other reaction clip that I posted? Anyways, 3 of the 4 reaction clips that I posted ended up getting blocked by WWE. It's been very, very frustrating here today. And so we're not going to be able to have the background audio for pay-per-views in the future. It's just not going to be able to be a thing. I'm getting sick and tired of WWE taking down my stuff, and so we're not going to be dealing with it anymore. So yeah, that's kind of the unfortunate news for pay-per-views moving forward. We won't be able to have the background audio at all. I'm so tired of dealing with copyright with them. But anyways, guys, let's get into the live calls now. I believe we got lots of people waiting, and I don't want to keep them waiting for too long. So let's get right into it. Hopefully some people are going to have some good questions. Please make sure your microphone is turned on, and you have either some headphones. That way it's not going to loop back through your microphone. And at the bare minimum, you have the live stream turned off or at least muted in the background. But here we go, everyone. Let's do it. So... first up, who should we take? We are going to take... Let's go with Randy Orton 254 first, and then we're going to do Thomas Noble after him, all right? So Randy Orton 254 up first. And then once again, Thomas Noble will be after him. Hey, Randy Orton, how you doing, buddy? Okay, I can see you're speaking. Hang on one sec. Sorry about this, guys. Something's wrong on my end. Something's wrong on my end here. I will just fix this. I know exactly what's wrong. Apologies. Mic in. Let's check. Test. Nope, it's not working. Default. Let's check. Nope, it's not working there either. So of course my audio's not working because this day is gonna get better. Okay. Why aren't you working? No, it was on my end, Rangers fan. This is 100% on my end. Why is this not working? Well then, why are you not working? It should be working. Well then, everyone. What a god-awful day. I don't... Okay, let me try to restart Discord completely. Maybe that will work. Sorry, everyone. I know this has got to be the most entertaining content you have ever seen, and we don't have a ton of time in the world to take live calls, so I'm a little frustrated. Is the site muted? Nah, it was my microphone wasn't getting picked up, man. No, my microphone just wasn't getting picked up through the actual app. I was looking at it directly, and it wasn't going to get picked up for some reason. Oh, great. Okay, cool. Crashed. Nice. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to try to be in a better mood for the actual show. Voice. Let's check. Okay, now it's working. So all it needed to do was to be restarted. All right, yeah, let's do that. So anyways, let's jump right into these live calls. So once again, we are going to take Randy Orton 254. Is he in there? Yes, he is. So Randy Orton 254 is going to be up first, and then Thomas Noble is after him. Here we go. All right, so boom. Hey, Randy Orton, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry about that. It was on my end. I'm doing pretty good, bud. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. You pumped for Monday Night Raw tonight?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. What you looking forward to tonight?
Well, Randy Orton, The Fiend. I figured that was going to be happening. Randy Orton's going to be on a moment of bliss, so the only assumption I can make is The Fiend is going to show up.
Yeah, smart man right there. Yeah, I think that's going to probably go down as well. They've laid down the seeds for this whole feud for a little bit, and I think everybody wants to see it. So obviously you want to see that as well. Do you think it's going to truly happen for like the WWE Championship?
Probably. Well, I'm hoping there's like a Funhouse style match to kind of like revamp their history. That'd be pretty cool. I think
that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I'd be open to seeing that. What else are you kind of hoping to see here tonight?
Okay. I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre is going to be announcing himself as the captain of Monday Night Raw, I would assume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think AJ Styles will win his match against Jeff Hardy. Keith Lee will win his match, and Matt Riddle will win his match as well.
Matt Riddle, okay. So are you excited for Survivor Series with us starting to build to it here tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope SmackDown wins, though, for once.
Yeah, you're a SmackDown guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And last question right here. What do you think is going to go down with Retribution tonight?
I honestly don't know. I saw something that Vince doesn't want to really push them as much as he does, but I'm hoping that they get their revenge on the Hurt Business in some way.
Yeah, do you think it's going to potentially lead to a Survivor Series match between the two of them? Like the two groups?
Like maybe in a 4v4 elimination, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for calling into the show. We're going to get to a few more callers, though, so sit back and enjoy Monday Night Raw tonight, dude.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night, bud. All right, guys, we got ourselves Thomas Noble up next, and then after Thomas Noble, it is going to be... We're going to speak to... let's speak to Yeet. 1, 2, 3. Yeet. But before we get into that one, Tristan King, thank you, my man, for becoming a part of Team Green. Great to have you. We're going to run your sweet knees in a little bit. But first up, we got Thomas Noble, and then we got Yeet. 1, 2, 3. Thomas Noble, how you doing, my friend? Been a long time.
Hey!
Oh, wow. How you doing, buddy? that hurt. You just gonna blow my eardrum out, or like what?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I just plugged my earbuds in, and I think I kind of hear a little puffiness here. Not getting used to it.
No. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. It's been a while that I chat with you here, like almost like last year or so.
I know, man. It's been a little bit. We haven't been doing the live calls in quite some time, but we're back now, and we're doing it for a pre-show for Monday Night Raw. What you looking forward to tonight?
Well, I'm looking forward to the Survivor Series qualification matches tonight.
Yeah, who do you think's going to win those?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know who is in those matches, to be honest.
All right, well, let me just break it down very quickly for you. We've got ourselves Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles, Keith Lee versus Elias, and Matt Riddle versus Sheamus.
I believe Keith Lee will win that match. Who are the other two matches?
Matt Riddle versus Sheamus and Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles.
I also think.
Did I say Did I say Matt Hardy? Did I?
You said Riddle, I believe.
Okay, I'm just making sure because for a second there I thought I said Matt Hardy. I'm like, nope, that's not it.
All right. I do believe Riddle's gonna win that match, but the last one, God dang it.
Tough one, eh?
Yeah.
You can just pass on it if you don't have an answer. It's okay, bud.
It's a strong. Who's the last match again?
Once again, it's Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna call upset. After Hardy got like a disqualification and doesn't want it, Hardy will pick up the victory tonight.
All right, man. You heard it here first from Thomas Noble. And last thing here tonight, man, what do you think is next for Retribution? We want your take on it.
Well, here's my take. I think they should find like a additional member to join Retribution. So far, they're not doing well since Slapjack lost to Bobby Lashley. There's no female additions to this. So I would say either add another male addition to Retribution or just add a new female Retribution recruit. So that way Retribution could get like unstoppable until like they're like heels or baby faces. So that's what I think Retribution should do. They should find like a new member, like either male or female whatsoever.
All right, man. Well, we'll see if that's what goes down with them. That was terrible English. I apologize. But have yourself a wonderful night, man. Thank you so much for calling in and enjoy Monday Night Raw, dude.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling, Con. Thank you for having me call, Con.
Of course, bud. Talk to you later.
Later.
All right, we got ourselves Yeet 1, 2, 3, and apparently my English is not very good when I'm speaking to other humans either. Not when I'm just talking to this random camera right here. Before we get into Yeet, though, we got ourselves a 25 bomb. Thank you very much, Tevin Walker, along with, once again, Tristan King. Thank you so much, dude, for helping out the channel and for becoming a part of Team Green. So, like I said, Yeet 1, 2, 3 is going to be up next, and after him, we are going to talk to the Doggo Gamer, all right? So Yeet 1, 2, 3, then the Doggo Gamer. Hey Yeet, how you doing, my friend?
Fiend sticks his fingers down Randy Orton's gullet. Retribution gets dropped in 5 minutes and McIntyre retires. Thank you. Love your work.
Okay, well, there you go. You heard the great little quick call. I love that. He knew what he wanted. He had his list, and he was like, let's do this thing. Boom, boom, boom. Dude, love your call, man. That is awesome. That was a great call. That might be my favorite call we've ever had. I didn't have to do any talking. You took over it. I love it. Oh, love that. All right, we got the Doggo Gamer coming up next. And then we got ourselves, let's do Rob after the Doggo Gamer, all right? Hey, Doggo Gamer, how you doing, my friend?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So what you looking forward to tonight with Monday Night Raw?
I'm looking forward to Drew and what he has to say about losing his championship.
Mhm.
Maybe he'll turn heel.
Okay.
I'm hoping for Fiend versus Randy, like a conflict.
Mm-hmm. And anything else on the night?
Not really.
No, so those are the two big things that you would like to see. So if you had to pick a person, who do you think is going to be conflicting with Randy Orton tonight?
Probably the Fiend.
Yeah, that makes the most amount of sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of their backstory and everything.
Exactly. And the last question here, we're just going to roll through this pretty quick. Are you happy with Randy Orton becoming the WWE champion, or are you a little upset about it?
I mean, I was sad when it happened, but now that it's been a day, I've realized that there's like so many other challengers for Randy, and they're not going to want like some Ricochet to beat Drew. So they could have so many other challengers with Randy. So if he loses, it won't be as bad as if Drew loses to like someone like Ricochet. Exactly,
man. Smart man you are. Thank you for calling in, dude. We'll talk to you in the future, okay, bud?
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good night, bud. Bud, man, I kind of combined the two. Yeah. Once again, English, not my strong suit for whatever reason. Okay, so we got Rob coming up next, and then after Rob, we're going to try to get to a bunch of more callers. We're actually rolling through these pretty quick. This is roughly the pace I'd like to keep it at. A few questions, then move on to the next caller. So, Rob, here we go. You're up next, and then after Rob, we are going to talk to... We're going to talk to Manny, all right? Manny. We're going to talk to Manny. Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, not too much. How about you?
I'm doing good.
That's good to hear, bud. You excited for Monday Night Raw?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, after last night's great pay-per-view, what do you expect to go down tonight?
I'm hoping for Randy Orton to start building his Survivor Series match, maybe against Roman Reigns.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we just got sorry about this. We got a donation that just went through randomly. I got to skip it. It's taking over your voice. So yeah, man, tonight you would like to maybe see the start to the build of Survivor Series. Do you think we're going to get champions versus champions at the show? Survivor Series?
I definitely the tag team in mid-card. I don't know about the World Championships.
And do you think NXT is going to be brought into the fray for this, or do you think they're left off the card this year?
I think they're going to be left off the card this year. I think it should just be SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. Last year was unique,
Yeah.
but doesn't need to happen this year, does it?
No, it's just a way to promote NXT.
Exactly. And last thing here tonight, do you think we're going to get any shocking returns or moments, or do you think it's going to be a pretty bland episode of Raw?
I don't think any returns are going to happen yet. I was expecting Edge yesterday, but he's probably not coming back for another couple months.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a fair assessment right there, dude. Well, thank you for calling in, man. I hope you enjoy Raw tonight.
Thank you.
All right, have a good night, bud. And then we got ourselves Manny after this, and I see people saying I should pick Shane the Gamer. So Shane the Gamer is going to be put in after Mandy, all right, Shane? So Manny and then Shane. Hey, Manny, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, and you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Getting ready for an episode of Monday Night Raw. You excited for it?
Yep. Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. What you looking forward to the most tonight?
Oh, probably Drew on the Moment of Bliss.
Drew on Moment of Bliss?
Yeah.
Randy Orton's on Moment of Bliss here tonight.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Randy Orton. My bad.
All good, buddy.
My bad.
Yeah, so that's going to go down here tonight. What do you think's going to happen on that?
Oh, The Fiend. I think The Fiend's going to attack Randy and go after the WWE Championship.
Dude, I think you're on to it right there.
Yeah.
What's next for Drew, though, speaking of Drew a little bit?
Oh, I think he's going to be the captain of Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm. I think you're a smart man. And last thing here tonight, do you think we're going to get any really cool moments? Like we talked about The Fiend with Randy Orton, but do you think we get anything that is really just going to be out of left field tonight? Or do you think it's just going to be pretty straight and narrow?
I think it's just gonna be like a pretty good show. Like nothing big's gonna happen.
All right, man. Well, we look forward to seeing what goes down here tonight. I'm really looking forward to a moment of bliss with Randy Orton. So hopefully you enjoy the show tonight, buddy.
You too.
All right, thanks for calling.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you too. Bye.
Bye.
All right, and then we got ourselves Shane the Gamer. Man, we're moving along at a cheetah's pace right here. So after Shane the Gamer, we're gonna get ourselves a call with. Let's go with Lux 7. So Lux 7 is gonna be up next after Shane the Gamer. So Lux 7 after Shane the Gamer. Hey Shane, how you doing, my friend? Hey Shane, how are you, bud?
Hey Colin, how's it going?
Oh, it's going pretty good, man. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you too.
What you looking for tonight on Monday Night Raw?
Probably the Survivor Series matches.
Yeah. Which one? If you had to pick one of the three, which one you looking forward to most?
Oh, I'm not sure. They're all good.
Just me throwing you on the spot, eh? We've got Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. We have Keith Lee versus Elias, and we have Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. So of those three matches,
I don't know. It's either probably Jeff Hardy one.
The Jeff Hardy one, I like that, man.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's going to be a good match. Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles is going to tear the house down. Do you have any bold predictions for tonight on Raw?
Fiend attacking Orton.
Yeah, that's a good one, and I think it's a pretty unanimous decision right here that everyone wants to see that tonight. And a last thing, my man, Did you like Hell in a Cell last night?
Yeah, it was savage.
Yeah, I loved it too, man.
Loved it.
Yeah. Anything else that you'd like to quickly talk about before we move on to the next caller?
No, not much.
All right, man. Well, it's great talking to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the stream chat tonight. Keep up the great work in there.
See you there.
All right. See you, buddy. So we got ourselves Lux 7 up next, but who is that? That's Wipeout Addict. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So Lux 7's going to be up next. After Lux 7, we've got ourselves Conman, please pick me. All right, I think I got to do the guy named Conman, please pick me. So we'll go with Lux 7 and then Conman, please pick me. Hey, Lux 7, how you doing, my friend?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How about you?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad. Just getting ready for a good episode of Monday Night Raw, I hope.
Oh, yeah, just like every Monday.
Just
Hopefully.
like every Monday. Yeah, and then in about 3 hours, I'll be disappointed.
Yep, and then we'll all be just complaining.
Exactly.
Tonight, I'm looking forward to, it's The Fiend and Orton.
Mhm.
Really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that's going to happen. And then the Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles match is going to be awesome, too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to both of those. Any out of left field predictions for tonight?
Out of left field, Elias is going to lead Team Raw.
Ooh, I kind of like that with his big debut of the album today, right? That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
That's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Of course, bud.
Yep, have a good night.
You too. Man, I like that call. Lux 7, you're a nice dude. We got ourselves Conman, please pick me up next, and then we've got ourselves a few more people after that, but we're closing in on probably the final few callers. Okay, everyone? So Conman, please pick me is here. Then we're gonna go with the Legend Killer 6. No, wait, sorry, not the Legend Killer 6. We're gonna go with the Great Killer. We got two people named the Killer. So we got the Great Killer after Conman, please pick me. How you doing, Conman? Please pick me. I picked you.
NXT.
All right. He's an NXT fan. Cool. So, Conman, please pick me as an NXT fan. He really wanted to chant NXT. We got ourselves the Great Killer coming up next. And after him, we are going to go with... we're going to go with YouTube Venosfin. Yeah, something like that. So the Great Killer and then YouTube Veno. Hey, Great Killer, how you doing, my friend? Hey, the Great Killer. Oh, unfortunately, it didn't work. He left the call. So we got YouTube Venosfin up next, and then after him, we're gonna go with Jetsus Rock and Roll. Okay, so we're gonna do YouTube Venosfan and then Jetsus. Hey, Venos, how you doing, my friend?
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
You again.
Yeah, it's nice to speak to you. You looking forward to Raw tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? What you looking forward to the most?
The Survivor Series matches.
Yeah?
I went through last year in Chicago.
Can you say that again? Sorry, I missed it.
I went through Chicago last year.
Oh, yeah? How was it?
Good.
Yeah, you
I
liked
had
it?
a fun time. Mm-hmm.
Is that the only event you've been to live, or have you been to a few?
That's the only event I've been to.
Mm-hmm. It's like nothing else, is it, hey? A WWE pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. What do you think's going to happen with Drew McIntyre?
I think he's gonna turn heel on all the fans.
Oh, all right. So you think we're going to see a Drew McIntyre as a heel?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he's
man.
gonna team up with the Fiend and beat up Randy Orton, like how
Wow.
he did yesterday.
Wow, that's some bold predictions right there, dude. If you're right, you get a cookie.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling, dude. Enjoy Monday Night
I
Raw.
like the
Oh,
Khabib
sorry,
fight
not to push
yesterday.
you off. Oh, sorry, what was that?
I liked the Khabib fight yesterday.
Yeah, you like the Khabib fight.
Yeah.
What do you think about him retiring?
Dude, I was crying, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a sad thing to see a guy, especially that damn good, to retire when he's in his prime, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, not to push you off, but we got a couple more callers to get to, so thank you for calling, man, and enjoy Raw tonight.
All right, I'm gonna go turn on my TV to watch Raw.
All right, dude. Enjoy.
All right.
And we got ourselves Jetsis Rock and Roll, and I believe, everyone, that is going to have to be our last caller. So Jetsis is going to be our last caller here today, all right? Jetsis, how you doing, my friend? Jetsis, how are you?
Hey, Con, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. You're our last caller of the day.
All right.
Not to put any pressure on you, but make it a good one.
Yeah.
You excited for Raw tonight, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have something you're looking forward to?
I'm hoping the Fiend and Retribution go at it again.
Yeah, so gonna continue the burial of Retribution.
Oh, for sure.
That's a decent question right there. Do you think Retribution is beyond repair at this point, or do you think this is just the long game and they're gonna be fine?
I don't know. Honestly, I was disappointed last night because I thought Slapjack should have beat Bobby Lashley. I really don't like Hurt Business.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
just,
that's
like,
fair.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Retribution now, so.
Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, hopefully, man, hopefully they're going to be A-okay. I wouldn't mind seeing, like, maybe Ali get the United States title off of Lashley and lead as the United States champion that way. Would you like to see that?
Oh, yeah, I'd definitely be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, my fingers are crossed because I want to see something better for Retribution. I think they're quite entertaining.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for calling. We got to get on to the actual regular live stream now, though. But hopefully I'll see you in the live chat.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
So there we go, everyone. Those are our callers of the day. Yo, you know what? That's a perfect amount of time. Yeah, I don't think we'd want to do it for much longer than that. We don't want to do it for much shorter than that because otherwise we get it's not as must-see. I don't know how else to word that. But I hope you guys enjoyed our live callers. It's a nice little thing to have at the start of the show. I certainly enjoyed it. But now, once again, just to kind of bookend this entire show, moving forward, unfortunately for Monday Night Raw, well, actually not for Raw, but moving forward with the pay-per-views, we aren't going to be able to have the background audio you now hear in the background. Unfortunately, WWE has been taking down my stuff. It's been very annoying, and I'm just not willing to put up with it anymore. So for pay-per-views and special events, we are not going to be able to have actual network audio, which sucks. But everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, for watching the initial pre-show. We're going to now transition ourselves into the actual show. So we had a few donations come through while we were doing that. So let me get around to it because we definitely do have a few things that we missed. So first up, we had ourselves Tristan King becoming a member. So everyone, let's sing a little cringe song. Let's do it. So, if you don't know how this song goes, everyone, it is now time to listen, okay? So, listen loud. We're going to sing it. You're going to learn the lyrics. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Sweet knees are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Woo! There we go. Cringiest song on the planet. Cringy, 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 cringe, 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 cringe. Then Cameron Gray, thank you, my friend, for that $7 donation. I appreciate the support over there with those surprise donos. We had ourselves him dropping $7 saying, Miz cashed in on Orton on 11/22/10. 11/22/20 is Survivor Series. Miz tweeted saying history repeats itself, so maybe we're seeing a cash-in at Survivor Series. Yes, my friend, that did go down. It did go down. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah, we might get a repeat. It also might be Miz just trolling the entire world. I can't believe I didn't really ask anybody about that. Miz becoming Mr. Money in the Bank. Is it the right decision? What do you guys think in the live chat? Let me know. I think it's the right decision. I think Miz is... He's incredibly underrated. The dude has been in the WWE for, what, 15 years? Never been injured, never hurt anyone? Like, or never been truly injured and never truly hurt anyone? Like, that's incredible, man. It's actually... It's actually almost unheard of. Here's to the straggly ones. So yeah, Miz as the Mr. Money in the Bank, I think is the right call. And also, a lot of people were kind of losing faith in Otis, so that has to come full circle as well, right? But what is it? It's about time for Monday Night Raw? Yes, it is. My brain's not working well. Forming sentences is hard. English sucks. Why did English have to be such a weird language? But everyone, get your votes in. Who do you think is going to... Never mind. Are you excited for Monday Night Raw? Type either vote yes or vote no. Vote yes, vote no. Let me know right there, everyone, if you're excited for Monday Night Raw. Oh, I'm tired. And then after that $7 donation, Tevin Walker, the Skywalker. The Skywalker, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much, dude, for that 25 bomb. That is incredibly kind of you. Yeah, Mr. Tevin Walker, dude. Incredibly kind. But before we ran that donation, we have ourselves a new boss, and his name is Cameron Gray, as he has become a 2-time Boss Battle Champion. And remember, Mr. Dave Rua, you are the leader right now of the Boss Battle Championship, and the winner of the Boss Battle Championship now gets a prize. So kind of fun. Let's roll it. Little bit of the bub. 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 Raul says I'm going to sleep. Dude, if I can't sleep, you can't sleep. Look, you're at home for 2 weeks straight, and Conman is going to have to be here entertaining the masses, and you think you can go to sleep? Nah, no way, no, Jose. No, you may not go to sleep, Raul. You got to stay up and be tired. No, I'm kidding, bud. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Get your beauty rest. I know you need your beauty rest. I know, Mr. Raul, you need your beauty rest. You need to make sure that you don't have those bags underneath your eyes. I know. It's such a tough life being that moderator in the chat. Oh, I know, right? You can't even stay up and stay in the chat to talk to people. Oh, God, goodness gracious, oh, me. You see these bags, Raul? You see these bags? All right. You see these bags under these eyes right here? All right. You see that? That's because I'm a man and I don't go to sleep. All right. I stay up and I entertain. I'm just joking with you, buddy. I'm just joking. Go to sleep. Awesome stuff. Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. We got 500 in here already. Please make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you're subscribed. Let's do this thing. It's time for Monday Night Raw. Do we have a stream on Halloween? I don't know, the 31st. It's a Saturday. No, we do not. We do not. Some people ask me, what am I dressing up for as Halloween? I don't actually have a costume this year. You know, I'm not going to be doing anything at all. It's happening. Ooh, from what I can tell, this will be an excellent interview with Randy Orton, no doubt. It spells The Fiend. That's dope, Sod. That's dope. Slade says, currently watching the Con Man live stream watch-along. Funny so far. Con, do you think Edge will be back sooner than later? Yeah, I think Slade will be back relatively soon. I think Slade will be back. Or not Slade, sorry. I think Edge will be back relatively soon. Yep, Bailey was looking pretty good last night. Looked like a star, not gonna lie. Joso up in here says, I would like to tell you NXT is in Survivor Series. In the middle, there's yellow, so NXT will be on the Survivor Series. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know for sure, Joso. There has been nothing that is confirmed NXT is going to be a part of Survivor Series, and there's been actually nothing that points in that direction at all. So, like, I'm a little out on the edge. I don't know if that's going to happen. But really quickly as well, everyone, just recapping Hell in a Cell last night. Lots went down. A ton went down. But there was only 6 matches on the card. And a lot of people have pretty much unanimously agreed that the smaller match size made for a better pay-per-view. They were able to allocate almost 40 minutes to most of the matches, like 30 minutes upwards of the 3 big matches was awesome to see. It felt like a takeover. It felt like a pay-per-view. It felt like a show that was worth $54.99 if you were buying it actually on pay-per-view. You know, like, this was a show that was good. And if I would have spent $60 on the show last night, I would have walked away a happy fella, even though we got it for $9.99, right? But Tevin Walker, my main man, thank you, dude. With that, Tevin, you have become the new boss. So, Tevin Walker, you're a one. It just has this vibe about it. Lux 7, by the way, it was really nice talking to you, dude. Enjoyed that call. But welcome, everyone, to Monday Night Raw. Live from the Thunderdome. It was nice talking to you, too, there, Rangers fan. Really nice talking to you, bud. But what are we going to start off with? Is Drew McIntyre going to come out? Hey, Mr. WWE, man. How you doing? And here comes the former WWE champion. And that's right, everyone. I said former. It has been a little bit since we've seen Drew McIntyre without the title. Over 200 days since we've seen Drew McIntyre without a championship. But here he is tonight, still being presented as a star. I hope WWE doesn't let off the gas pedal with Drew. I don't know how else you can book Drew McIntyre at this point, because the dude is going to go through a little bit of a downturn, maybe down to the tag team titles alongside of Keith Lee. Oh, what is this? Look at this. We got ourselves a donation. Cameron Gray 22 bomb. Thank you, dude. Let's sing it, everyone. He says, I hope NXT is in it. They steal shows and just make matches better. Hard to disagree. Da 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 da. Walter, or should we say Volta? Thanks, dude. Here's Drew McIntyre.
I hope NXT is in. They steal shows and it just makes better matches.
How I feel losing my WWE Championship nearly 24 hours ago to Randy Orton. Truth is, I've got no excuses. Just one promise. I will be WWE Champion once again.
There you go. That's the promise we needed to hear. A focused Drew.
There's a quote in that movie that I live my life by. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If you've followed my career, you know every single time Drew McIntyre gets knocked down, he gets back up twice as strong.
It's true. Think of Drew Galloway. Think when he got fired.
Why I seem like I'm in such a good mood. Such a good sport, throwing out these inspirational quotes. Maybe Drew should be angry. He lost his championship. He flew off the side of the Hell in the Cell 16 foot through that announce table, and it hurt like hell.
I bet it hurt. Didn't look like it tickled.
Here's the thing. If you could read my mind right now, if you knew what was going on up here right now, you wouldn't feel the same. You'd be scared.
Oh, no. Oh, cue the angry smarks. It's The Miz. Oh, with John Morrison, who shaved his beard and it turned the internet inside out. Everyone lost their minds over Johnny Baldface. But anyways, The Miz in the bank. Mr. Money in the Bank. Mr. Miz in the Bank. I don't know how to name him. Is Miz.
You know what? Take a bow. As a matter of fact, everybody in the virtual world and everybody watching at home, please give Drew McIntyre an encore.
I'm going to strongly suggest you two choose your next words very, very wisely.
Drew, we were just coming out here to congratulate you on a good...
No, I'll drop you where you stand.
A great run as WWE champion. Over 200 days, victories over dudes like Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Almost as impressive as being a two-time Mr. Money in the Bank. And you know, John, they say that all good things must come to an end, including Otis's run as Mr. Money in the Bank and Drew's run as WWE champion.
What did I just say?
Come on, Drew, learn to take a joke. We're not calling you a loser, just not a winner. Yeah, second place is pretty good for a lot of people.
Exactly. We just come out here to commend you for not letting that monumental loss let you down. Besides, now you don't have to worry about facing Randy Orton for the WWE Championship.
And why would you say that?
Well, before I was so rudely interrupted, you don't have to worry about facing Randy Orton anymore because I have this.
All right.
And this makes me Mr. Money in the Bank, and I want each and every one of you to understand that this entitles me to a world championship match anytime I want. I have successfully defended it before and became WWE champion. And who, John, did I beat?
Randy Orton.
Correct.
You're good.
There we go.
Me. At least pay attention to me. This is my segment.
And where did that happen, John?
Right here in Orlando.
Correct.
Okay.
I raced down that aisle. I got in this ring. I cashed in my briefcase. Randy Orton tried to hit a RKO out of nowhere. I hit a skull crush finale. I pinned him 1, 2, 3. Became WWE champion. Angry Miz Girl was very upset. I went back to the locker room. People were clapping.
Angry
I
Miz
hugged
Girl.
you, John. And then that night I celebrated with my future wife, Maurice.
Maurice.
Correct. And this morning, I was talking to Maurice on my way to the Thunderdome, and I thought, you know what? History could repeat itself because Randy Orton is a guest tonight on Moment of Bliss.
Ooh.
So, hey, Drew, things could be a lot worse.
Correct. Let's just hypothetically say
Miz is on fire right now.
Won at Hell in a Cell. You didn't, but
Miz
let's
is on
just say
fire
you
on the
did.
mic right now.
You
He's
would be
focused. A
standing
determined
here
Miz is a
with
great
the
Miz.
WWE Championship outnumbered by us. And in that case, I would have cashed in my Money in the Bank contract and became WWE Champion, thus putting you in the same situation you are in right now. Disappointed, frustrated, and empty-handed.
So as embarrassing as this must be for you on the inside, look at the bright side. There's no target on your back anymore. There's no reason for you to worry about MCMIZ. Oh man, I just hope it doesn't take another 19 years for you to get another shot at that title, huh?
Ooh. Ooh.
Come on, Drew. It's a joke. See? You see?
Oh, there's the headbutt. Glasgow kiss.
That was all McIntyre could take.
You and me, we both like to talk like this a little bit. We should be friends, you know. There you go. Have a bit.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God, John Morrison, man. He is really embracing this role, isn't he? McIntyre getting put back over. This is how they needed to present McIntyre to show that WWE isn't done with him yet. A determined McIntyre ready to try to capture back that WWE Championship. Huge. Huge, guys. I've told you before, McIntyre is a pillar. He's a centerpiece of Monday Night Raw at this point. And at this point, if you don't feature McIntyre as a strong individual, you're going to be wasting a future superstar. Oh, there you go. Miz attacking the knee of Drew McIntyre, and he just gets out of there in time. So the Miz escaping, John Morrison escaping as well. Oh, McIntyre just broke the sunglasses of the Miz. Those are more expensive than your mom. I can't believe I said that. All right. Welcome, everyone, though, to the live stream. If you haven't done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to this channel. I hope I see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. All right. Really great to have you guys, though. Yes, Conman makes the occasional mom joke. It happens. We do have ourselves a donation right here from Shane the Gamer. Thanks, dude, for your $5.49 donation. Money talks. Dollar. But yes, everyone. So tonight we got ourselves a moment of bliss with WWE Champion Randy Orton. So that's going to be interesting. Probably get some sort of Fiend introduction to, or not introduction, get some sort of Fiend Randy Orton storyline. Start of the storyline. My God, English is tough. McIntyre was to kick off Monday Night Raw, like we just saw there. And then we got ourselves a Survivor Series qualifying matches. Matt Riddle versus Sheamus, Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles, and Elias versus Keith Lee. So that's going to be interesting. Lots of qualifying matches go down here tonight. Oh, and we got ourselves Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles coming up next. That's going to be a good match, everyone. Amity, it says, it says I'm a 2-time champ. I'm a 3-time. Apologies, Amity. Apologies. Amity. On my screen right here, it says you're a 4-time, Amity. On my screen, it says you're a 4-time, Mr. Amity. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It says I have your name up there twice. I have Amity's name up there twice, so you're more than just a 4-time. You're a 5-time, my man. You're a 5-time Boss Battle Champ, Amity. Apologies. I had your name up there twice. Apologies. How you doing there, Jay Official Gaming? Welcome to the stream. Vibe says, Con, I told you, Fiend is going to fight every person Bray Wyatt had a storyline with. You might be right, dude. You might be right. Oh, did we never do a roll call? I don't believe we did. Okay, let's jump into it then, everyone. With 800 people in here, we're going to try to do a roll call and try to get some shout-outs. So, everyone, if you would like a nice little shout-out, say hi in the live chat because it is time for your Con Man Certified roll call. So, who do we got in here today? We got Steve Taylor. We got Ross Blocks. We got Lil Cash up in here. We got Maxis Fanahani. And this is... guys, just right away, this is how the screen looks. I gotta try to do shout-outs. Look at this. I gotta try to read names before they go off the screen. Oh, and we got ourselves a donation as well. Cameron Grind, like a snake, I am Boss Battle Champion. You're damn right you are. Thank you, dude. Oh my God, that was terrible. Okay. Shane the Gamer, how you doing? We got Robbie, we got Amity, we got Dave Arua, we got ourselves Joso up in here, we got, oh my God, Balin Howe, we got We got Julio PG.
Like a snake, I am boss battle champion.
Chris Weaver, how you doing, my friend? We got Gary Newman. We got Kevin Langoff up in here. I can't read this. This is moving way too quick. Tesla is up in here. We got... I'm going to have to just pause the chat. Holy crap. Okay, that works. I don't use Scuff. How you doing? We got Revenge Smile, Carlos Romero. We got Cameron Tucker up in here. Jadis the Giant, welcome to the live stream. Who else do we have up in here? We got ourselves a Gene. Thank you, my friend. Corey Brown, welcome to the live stream. We got Only Mojo, or Moho, something like that. Dave McDonald, welcome. We got Ghostface as well. One more core is up in here. We got Lux7, great to see you. Kelvin Jackson, Nathan Barker as well. Mikey is in here. I couldn't read your last name in time. Paul Carpenter, how you doing? Great to have each and every one of you. All right, but with that, everyone, we've got ourselves a new boss, and his name is Cameron Gray. Cameron, dude, honestly, thank you so much for the support that you're showing. Dropping those sneaky donations. You never know when they're going to come in. Kind of interesting. Thank you very much, Cameron Gray. With that, you have become a 3-time Boss Battle Champion. Now we got some more donations. Dave Rua over here with the super chat, dropping a 10 bomb. Thank you, dude. And he says, hi, winky face, winky face, winky face, winky face. Dave, are we going to need to have a conversation here? Are we going to need to have a conversation? Because Barbara doesn't like reading out all these winky faces. Barbara is going to be mad at you, David. That's right, I just used your full name, David. What if I just called you Big D? Is that working too? Could I call you Big D? How you doing, Zira? No, Con Man, I never missed a roll call for 3 weeks. I'm not going to miss out on one now. Well, Zero Roblox, thank you very much for being here, my friend.
Hi, winking face, winking face, winking face, winking face.
David. And then we got ourselves a Mitty up in here. Thank you, Mr. Amitty. I really appreciate your support, dude. He says, by the way, sorry I couldn't join the pre-show. I'll try to speak with you next week. All good, dude. We're going to be here live every single week with the pre-show for about a half hour before the show, so you got lots of time to chat with me. Oh, and we got ourselves a match, everyone. Tonight's going to be Drew McIntyre versus The Miz. Early, very early, very early. Didn't get it.
By the way, sorry, couldn't join pre-show. I'll try next week to speak with you.
AJ Styles is here. Nathan Barker dropped 15. Thank you, my friend. We will go for another go in just a second, but Styles with his friend is here. Oh, no, we're going to roll it now. Here we go. Let's roll it. Okay. Can I get it? Let's do it. Toss it up. Ready? I think I got that one. I think I kind of got that one. Woo!
Have another go, Con.
Thank you, Nathan Barker, for that. All right, let's pass it over to AJ Styles.
That's right. 2-0, baby. 2-0.
Thanks, Lux7, dude. It was great talking to you.
How long have I been here on Raw? Oh, that's right. 2 weeks. 2-0. I am dominating everyone that steps into the ring with me. You see, it's the return. The return of the phenomenal era. Yeah, and I'm sure Raw missed me. Everyone missed me. Not that I care, but of course you missed me. But why don't we just get down to it? The question that's on everyone's mind, including
Hey,
mine.
Todd. Thank you, my man. Incredibly kind to you.
Why is AJ Styles in a qualifying match for Raw Survivor Series team? Have I not proven myself? Not just here in WWE, but around the world? Who do I have to prove myself to? Adam Pearce? Really? Or how about the jokers in the back? Do I have to prove myself to them? Come on. Come on.
Do you guys like Adam Pearce?
Yeah,
I think he's been a great addition to the show.
should I be on
Very
Team
natural addition. I like it.
I should be the captain of Team Raw. I will lead
Just
you to
look
the
at the
promised
size
land.
difference, everyone, okay? Look at the size difference between those two. Look at that difference. What a camera angle.
It's because of this face right here. This one right here. The face that runs the place. And maybe you've noticed my associate's face. Well, my associate doesn't like to be noticed. He doesn't like to be looked at or talked to.
Thank you, Jenny.
That is a warning.
Welcome to the stream.
But why don't we just talk about my qualifying match with Jeff Hardy? Or, as I call him, the biggest cheater in WWE history.
Forgot about Ric Flair.
Last summer,
Hey, Justin Evilizer.
illegal knee brace to win the Intercontinental Championship from me. Well, the joke's on you, Hardy. Because if you try what you did to Elias on me tonight... Well,
Thank you, Saban. We'll get around to it, okay, my man?
Will make you wish
Thank you, bud.
you never put down that bottle.
Wow. Oh God, that's some heavy words there from AJ Styles. Gonna make you wish you never put down that bottle. Damn. Those are some heavy words from AJ Styles. But let's get this match officially underway, everyone. It's going to be AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. This is our first Survivor Series qualifying match of the evening for Raw. So one of these two men, AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, is going to qualify for the team. If I had to guess who's going to be on the team, okay? I think Jeff Hardy... One of two things is going to happen, okay, folks? One... AJ Styles is going to win this match because Elias distracts Jeff Hardy. And then later on in the evening, Jeff Hardy will distract Elias, allowing Keith Lee to pick up the win. That's one of the things that's going to go on. The other thing that might go on here is that Jeff Hardy does get into the Survivor Series team over AJ Styles. There's somebody that maybe sparks the feud with Styles or something along those lines. And then also Elias ends up on the Survivor Series team because that way Jeff Hardy and Elias don't really work well together. And as a result, you know, there's a whole bunch of what ifs. If these guys, can they coexist? Right? You got to have storylines. What I expect to see here tonight, though, I truly expect AJ Styles to win this with Elias interfering in this matchup in some way, shape, or form. Jeff Hardy getting a little bit of his payback on Elias later on in the night. Keith Lee will advance, and so AJ Styles, Keith Lee will be a part of the Survivor Series team. But let me ask you right here, everyone, who do you think is going to win? So just 1 second, we're going to do a poll here. So it will be who will win. It's either going to be Jeff Hardy, so Jeff, or it's going to be AJ Styles. AJ Styles. And this associate of Styles, Jordan Omegabin? Jordan Omegabin? How do you guys spell his name? I don't know how the hell you pronounce it. Jordan Omegabin or something along those lines. He just made the save for AJ Styles. But let's get those polls going, everyone. Do either vote Jeff or vote AJ. Once again, exclamation point, vote Jeff, exclamation point, vote AJ. Omogbian. So Jordan Omogbian. Thank you, guys. So Matthew McFadden says Omogbian. Bahin. Omogbahin? Omogbahin. It's almost like, oh my behind. Oh my behind. Yeah. Awesome stuff, everyone. Thank you for getting those votes in. But let's get to the donations. Oh, I don't want that getting picked up in the background. I hear the bad guy. Stupid commercials sometimes get picked up, and then I get copyright takedown as well. Or not takedown, but copyright blocked. Let's get rid of that song, and then we're going to get going with the donations. So, after the big 5-bomb from a midi, we had ourselves Nathan Barker drop that 15. Thank you, my friend. Then Lux7 dropped a 10-bomb, so let's roll the Lux7 right here. And by the way, Nathan Barker, you're the new boss, so we're going to fix that as well. Boom. Refresh the boss. Yes, Nathan Barker is now the new boss. So thank you, Nathan Barker. And with that, Nathan has become a one-time? Does that sound right, Nathan Barker? Have you been more than just a one-time boss battle champion this month? I don't see the rest of your name. Okay, so anyways, Lux7, thank you, my friend, for your 10 bomb. Let's roll it. Behold the king. The king of kings. On your knees, dog. Burn him. We're demonetized again. Demonetized.
Enjoyed the chat, brother. Everyone leave a like, please
Aw.
support. Even if I'm not chatting, I'm watching on my TV.
Aw.
Love every stream, bro.
Aw, thanks, Lux7, dude. Honestly, it was really great talking to you today as well. Really nice individual. I really enjoyed talking to you. Make sure you call back again in the future, bud. We'll try to take more of your calls, okay? Thank you so much, dude, for that 10 bomb. We got a 30 bomb right here from Todd0864. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Ms. Morrison. And he's the new boss, I believe. Ms. Morrison. Woo! Yeah. He's a new boss. Hey, hey.
Bask in my glory. No, but really, bask in it.
I'm basking in your glory, Todd. Thank you, dude, for that donation right there. And with that, my man, you, sir, have become a 2-time boss battle champion. So Todd right there, 2-time boss battle champ. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, my man. Oh, into the cover. 2 kick out by Jeff Hardy. Then after Todd's big donation right there, we had Saban Alexander. Thank you, Saban. Says, fun fact. Real fact, The Miz cashed in on Orton on 11/22/10 at the Amway Center. Now on 11/22/20 will make 10 years, and on the day it will be Survivor Series, also held at the Amway Center. I know, Saban, isn't that kind of crazy? The parallels that are here with the Miz's Money in the Bank contract. He might become a champion in the same arena 10 years to the day. It's incredible. Against the same person that he cashed in on a decade ago. Woo! Burn him. All hail. And bow down to the... Jeff Hardy's looking good right here.
Fun fact, true fact, real fact. The Miz cashed in on Orton on November 22nd, 10 at Amway Center now. On November 22nd, 20 will make 10 years, and on that day
Kick
it will
out
be
by
Survivor
Styles.
Series also it will be held at Amway Center.
Kind of crazy, though, Saban Alexander. Thank you, my friend, for your support. And then we got one more donation right here. Then we can get to commentating. But thank you very much, Nelly1994. Says, for you, Con Man, wish I could do more. Honestly, Nelly, that is incredibly kind of you. Anybody who just... Honestly, anybody who is willing to drop a support right here on this channel, it's incredibly kind because you guys don't have to, right? Nobody has to. Nobody is ever required to drop a donation. It's completely out of the kindness of your heart to keep the channel rolling. So truly, thank you. What I always say, like whether it's $1 or $2, any little bit helps. I don't just say that. I'm greatly appreciative of what you just did there with that 5 bomb. No, it's more than enough. So thank you very much, Nelly. I really, really appreciate you. How you doing, Skating Legends? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. But everyone, right here, what I want to say is that we've got ourselves some upcoming changes on the channel. I see some people talking about it here in the live chat. Jeff Hardy goes down to the cover, count of 2. Styles just kicks out. Unfortunately for pay-per-views, after this past weekend, our UFC live stream got completely taken down, blocked, so you guys aren't able to see that live stream anymore. That was 150,000 views down the toilet, essentially. We had ourselves 3 reaction clips of the 4 reaction clips that we posted on Conman Reacts get blocked over this weekend. So it's just been a really, really draining weekend content creation-wise, you know. I'm really, really getting tired of losing my videos over BS. Even though this channel completely adheres to the guidelines of what constitutes as fair use, we completely adhere to those. We transform the content enough to qualify under fair use, but that doesn't stop big companies from abusing their power, because the only way to truly fight fair use is in a court, and WWE flat out knows that none of these small YouTubers is going to take them to court. So, unfortunately, everyone, we aren't going to be able to have background audio for pay-per-views moving forward. For Raw, SmackDown, and NXT and AEW, we're still going to have the pay-per-view audio, or we're still going to have the background audio, so that still is going to be a thing. But unfortunately for pay-per-views, I just can't keep doing it, guys. I'm getting so tired of after like 18 hours seeing a great video, you know, seeing a video produce 5,000 views, 6,000 views on the Conman Reacts channel and then get taken down. It just is very, very frustrating when you are following the guidelines and then you have people out there posting literal footage of the show right on their channel and they're not getting taken down. It's just frustrating, so I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to worry about the background audio for pay-per-views anymore, so we're just going to have ourselves talking and enjoying the show. So that's for pay-per-views. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, they're still going to have the background audio until the networks decide that you can't have it anymore, sort of deal.
And a hard presence to ignore. Jeff Hardy's got to stay on his game. Hardy wound up in the arms of that man before the commercial break.
Oh, Jeff Hardy just took a giant spill down to the outside, and he hangs up on the apron right by the top left-hand corner of the ring, if you're looking from the hard camera side. Aled Thomas asking, is CMU Hell in a Cell this Thursday? It is, my friend. Oh, it's going to be good. I really, really am excited for that show, and I hope you guys are as well. I think it's going to be our best pay-per-view to date. And I'm not just saying that. I think it's going to be our best show to date. Looks really good. Twist of fate there. Jeff Hardy goes face first off the steel. Big clothesline back inside the ring. And Styles, oh my God, is Styles looking to set up the phenomenal forearm? I think he is. Here's AJ lining it up. Boom. Phenomenal forearm. Good night, Jeff. Did Jeff just get beat clean too? He did. Wow. Whoa.
Thanks in part to the presence of his newfound associate. It is indeed AJ Styles who will advance to represent Team Raw at Survivor Series. So one opportunity has been seized by AJ Styles. 2 more spots will be determined tonight.
I don't know about clean. I don't know about it being a clean victory for Styles. I don't know how I feel about that. If I was booking, I guess, yeah, Jeff got distracted when going for the Swanton. Yeah, I guess that's enough. Yeah, that's enough. However, way I would have booked it is I would have booked Elias costing Jeff Hardy the match, add some fuel to the fire, and then have Jeff Hardy cost Elias later on. Oh, all right. Something's happening here. Jeff Hardy. Oh, yep, there it is. Elias just attacked Jeff Hardy from behind. Come on, man. Like, if you're going to do that, might as well have Elias be the man who cost Jeff Hardy the match. But anyways, I guess it is what it is. Okay. Sure. Mitty, my man, thank you for the support. I see your 2 donations right up in here, so let's get to them. He says, love Otis, but let's be honest, Miz deserved it. Agreed. By the way, fun fact, Miz was amazing on his show, The Challenge before WWE. I never saw it, my man. Never saw it. Oh, here's our truth backstage.
Defended the 24/7 championship against Dragulak before Akira Tozawa and Lucha House Party came out and tried to get their hands on your title.
Everybody trying to get their hands on my baby. But tonight,
Non-broken. It
guys
was
gonna
completely
have
for
their hands
audio.
all over each other in a tag match.
Yeah, it was completely for audio.
I'm
There was
going
no
out there to
video
scout
takedown.
my
It was just
competition.
an audio
Just let 'em
claim
know
that they blocked my video
They want a
for.
piece of the truth? Here I am.
But doesn't that sound a little dangerous?
Being a 24/7, 48/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 South European champion is dangerous. I eat dangerously. I sleep dangerously. In fact, my third middle name is R. Franklin. Dangerously, copper pot truth.
Okay. All right. Sure. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's roll it. Thanks, Amity.
Love Otis, but let's be honest, Miz deserved it. By the way, fun fact, Miz actually was amazing on this show, The Challenge before WWE.
Well, thanks, Amity. And then we got ourselves another donation from you.
Right now at Midas, buy 3 select tires and get the 4th one free. Find your tires at Midas.com.
Got it.
Last question, is NXT in Survivor Series? Because there's rumors they're not.
That's what I'm hearing as well, Amity. Rumors that Survivor Series is not going to feature NXT, but there is also some rumors saying that it is going to feature. So right here, this is from Ghostface, says no NXT at Survivor Series. Tom just said that it's 5-on-5. Okay, confirmation right here. In a different language, translate tweet. AJ Styles defeat Jeff Hardy becomes the first qualifier for the Raw Survivor Series team. I don't know how that's confirmation, but sure. Yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you.
We'll keep building smarter SUVs to help keep you focused on the road ahead.
Ben Merkulis, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for your 5-bomb. I definitely butchered your last name. Says Conman, look at Alexa Bliss's latest tweet. First word of each sentence. Yes, my friend, it spells out fiend. So we might see the fiend tonight.
Conman, look at Alexa Bliss' latest tweet. First word each sentence.
And then we got ourselves another 5-bomb right here from Paul Carpenter. Thank you, dude. He says Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Bros. The Hardy Bros, right. You're talking about Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy, the Hardy Bros.
I feel great, and I've lost 28 pounds.
Maybe you're also talking about Matt Hardy. I don't know for sure.
Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Bros.
Cubs fan. So, we actually do have some news regarding WWE and their current contract with the Amway Center. So what WWE at this moment has to try to find out how to do is to find an arena that A, is going to have the power supply that they need to run the Thunderdome, B, not be host to a professional sports team, and C, have the ability to carry the amount of weight that the Thunderdome requires to put in the arena. So it's not a easy process trying to find a new arena that they can basically set up shop in for the next God knows how long, right? So WWE is actively searching for a new place, but as of right now, December 1st marks the end of WWE's contract with the Amway Center. I believe the Amway Center wants to start moving back into professional sports stuff. Obviously, you know, the new year, we're going to be starting back up more sports. They want to clear WWE out of there so that they can have more professional sports teams come into their arena, whatever they need to do. So yeah, that is kind of the deal right now. I can take a look. WrestleVotes did say something about possible areas. So let me take a look and see what they said. WrestleVotes. So yeah, here it is, everyone. So this is the tweet directly from WrestleVotes, and he's a great insider if you guys want to follow someone on Twitter. He's at WrestleVotes. So Thunderstone, Pikachu, you're upgraded to a Raichu. No, Thunderdome update. Sources state WWE is set to leave the Amway Center by the 1st of December. Arenas in North Carolina, Texas, and Illinois were discussed over the weekend. WWE needs to find a spot where no team plays, plus is able to house the weight and power requirements of the setup. A newer arena is preferred as the weight of the Thunderdome won't work with older buildings. Also, a major travel hub is needed as talent will be flying in and out each week. Not the easiest combination of things to find. So there you go. That's why you can see Orlando and the Amway Center was a really good spot for them for the time being. But unfortunately, that has now run out of gas, and they're going to have to move. Hey, Retro, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you. Really, really good to have you. Okay, so Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak are going to be teaming together.
Lucha House Party! Joe, I'm glad you mentioned the 24/7 title because last night on the Hell in a Cell kickoff show streaming live on the WWE Network, we saw Drew Gulak one-on-one with R-Truth, the champion, for the 24/7 title. This is actually the safest part about being 24/7 champion when you're actually in a one-on-one matchup, which Truth would successfully defend.
Here, actually, you know what, guys? You know what? You know what, everyone? Here's the best thing. My chair... yeah, guess what, guys? I can now be comfortable for a Lucha House Party match. I can be very, very comfortable for a loser House Party match because, guys, I can lean back. Oh, that's right. Conman is gonna chill. He ain't gonna watch this garbage. Oh, let's just go right here. And Conman's just gonna relax. He ain't watching this garbage. Oh, nope. He ain't watching this crap. Yo, this is like the comfiest I've been all day. Like, just, I could nap, man. I could fall asleep. This is lovely. Like, this is just the best ever. This chair was worth every penny because now I can sleep throughout Lucha House Party matches. Yeah, Conman's got the answer to getting through Monday Night Raw. Sleep. All right. Let's get up to our vertical position yet again. There you go. And rise like the Undertaker. Whoop. You don't like this match? No, the loser house party sucks. The loser house party. Oh, here comes R-Truth. Yeah, we got ourselves Grand Loser Leak and a Loser Dorado in the ring. But what is R-Truth doing?
He's in the competition. Is he so confident now in his 42nd reign as champion? I mean, confidence is good and all, but...
No idea. Wait a second. R-Truth just got rolled up too. R-Truth kicks out. What a kick right there to Tozawa. But this isn't disqualification? That should be disqualification. This is a match. This is DQ. Call for the what in that? What? Two? Oh my God! Clown show. Clown show. Gulak 2 cover kick out. What a clown show! Call for the freaking DQ, man. Crossbody. Dorado. Oh my God! Lindsay Dorado just defeated Drew Gulak. Wow, that was stupid. Roll up on Truth. 1, 2. Grand Metalik pushes him off of there. R-Truth gets rolled up again. 2. Grand Metalik can't get the victory there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sunset flip bomb. No. 2. Kick out by Truth. Oh my God. Now Drew Gulak and R-Truth. Why did he even come down to the ring? Wow. Wow. Can we just all agree it's time to rid ourselves of the 24/7 championship and the pin anywhere, anytime rule? Legit. Like, legit. Can we just all get rid of it at this point? I know it was fun when R-Truth was looking to break the record of being a 16-time 24/7 champion. But at this point, he's like, what, a 42-time champion? It's silly. And it's not the good silly either. The good silly is, well, honestly, the good silly is when you're able to make your viewers laugh. Nick Baker, thanks for subscribing. You know, I think of good silly along the lines of, well, honestly, what really comes to mind, the dinner debonair that just happened in AEW. If we go back even further, you know, there's been really, really good silly moments. There was the rap battle between New Day and Usos. That was a little on the silly side, but it made people laugh. What else? It's just, like, good silly, like Kurt Angle and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. I got Olympic gold. You know what I mean? Like, that was good silly. This is garbage. Whoever that was that subscribed, Angel Izareri, thank you, my friend, for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Let's get some donations rolling through. We got Dave Rua with a 15 bomb. Thank you, my friend.
Brian could use Boost, a nutritional drink for when he's not getting enough in his diet, to help him keep doing what he loves. This Halloween.
Thank you, Dave. And he says, Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. Okay, Dave, I'm going to start calling you David from now on if you're going to use that type of language around me. How dare you cheer for Lucha Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. I almost called it Lucha Underground. I don't know about that one. For he is limitless.
Lucha, 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 nerd face, nerd face, nerd face.
Yeah, you're damn right you are a nerd face, Dave Rua. David the nerd face Rua. That's right, I'm going to call you David the nerd face Rua. Because after that donation, after that support for the Lucha House Party, sir, Mr. David Rua, you, sir, are in fact a LOSER loser nerd face. David the loser nerd face Rua. There you go. I just turned heel on your ass. Dude, I love you. I hope you don't take that seriously. I figured you don't, but like, you never know with online, right? But Dave, with that, my man, you are a 20-time boss battle champion as we've got ourselves a new boss. Lux7, how you doing, buddy? He says, clown show. Lean back in your chair and close your eyes. It'll be over soon. Lux7, you might be right on that one. Here is the Firefly Funhouse. We'll roll your dono after it. Here we go.
Hello, Fireflies, and welcome to our very mad tea party!
Bray Wyatt has contacts in. Different colored eyes. Yeah, he's got contacts in. Oh, God, that's loud. Cameron Gray says,
let him in.
There you go. Let him in. Thanks, dude. Here's Alexa Bliss.
But I brought tea.
Splendid! Splendid! Off with her head.
And I made it extra special.
Why is that so black? Why is that so black?
This is delicious. What's in it? Well, it's a touch of strawberry, a hint of peach, a sprinkle of sugar, and a smidgen of a secret ingredient. Come on, tell me. I'd like to share that recipe with my wife. Arsenic.
Oh, God, it's poison. Ramblin' Rabbit's dead again.
you're fitting right in. After all, I'm mad. You're mad. We're all a little mad down here.
But how do you know I'm mad?
Well, you must be, or else you would have never come here. Because this is a very magical place. Memories and nightmares walk hand in hand. A place where you don't have to hide from anything anymore.
Oh, God.
He comforts you. He heals you.
Oh, no.
He protects you, and there's only one thing that you have to do.
Uh-oh. The heel glove. Oh, red eyes.
Let him in. But our fun is just getting started because later tonight on A Moment of Bliss, I get to have a fun chat with the new WWE champion, Randy Orton.
Bray's creepy. Oh, it's a shed, guys. It's the shed that Sister Abigail got burnt in by Randy Orton. That right there. That was the shed that Sister Abigail got burnt down in by Randy Orton.
Honey bunny, I'm coming home.
And that's a staff that Randy Orton used. Oh, God, now Bray is killing Ramblin' Rabbit again.
That's it for this week, Fireflies. I cannot wait to see Randy Orton on A Moment of Bliss later tonight. It's going to be fire. See you later. See you soon. Bye. Bye.
Wow. All right. It's different. But folks, I believe that means we are definitely going to get ourselves a moment between Randy Orton and The Fiend tonight. It looks like it is happening. Retro Man asks me, why did Raw begin early today? It didn't. I think you are in the UK. I believe you're in the UK. And there was a time change. So I believe Monday Night Raw started a whole hour earlier in the UK today because of the time change. So it didn't necessarily start earlier, just the time zones kind of got messed up, and as a result, it's an hour earlier on your end. How you doing, Chris Longdawn? Asking me, is NXT going to be part of Survivor Series? I do not believe it will be. I do not believe it will be. Everything seems to point towards it is not going to be a part of it. So let's get rolling with these donations. Lux7, thank you, my friend. With that,
Ladies and gentlemen, joining
early. Keith Lee.
Clown show, lean back in your chair and close your eyes. It will be over soon.
What do you mean? There's no question about what Braun Strowman did last week. Braun couldn't beat me clean. And so, instead of losing like a man, he went below the belt and took a cheap way out. He likes to call himself a monster. But the next time I face Braun, I'll show him a real monster. But not tonight. Tonight is about destroying Elias, joining the Raw team, and going on a Survivor Series. So prepare yourself, because I'm about to walk with Elias.
The Elias, it's next.
Keith Lee versus Elias coming up next. So my guess in this match, Jeff Hardy is going to get a little bit of payback from the attack earlier on in the night, cost Elias the match, and Keith Lee's going to win with like some sort of spirit bomb or something like that. Maybe the BBC, I don't know. The Big Bang Catastrophe. But yeah. So tonight's Raw, if I'm being honest, guys, not that great. Not that great so far. It's just been here so far, guys, if I'm being honest. I like the way that they rebuilt McIntyre right at the start of the show. I do like the matches that we do have planned for tonight. Don't get me wrong, AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy wasn't bad. It wasn't great, though. And the overall pacing of the show tonight has just been a little on the slow side. It's only been an hour, so we'll see if it does get a little bit better. But welcome everyone here to the live stream. My name is Conman167. If you haven't done so, please make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to see your name pop up there on the top left-hand side of the screen. And this poll has been going on for quite some time now. We should probably close it.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because sometimes you feel a little more.
So if you guys have a match with the current crop of superstars that you would love to see, if you could pick one match that has not happened in the WWE yet that you would like to see with the superstars that are currently signed to WWE, which match would that be? If you could pick one match to do, what would it be? Let's see here in the live chat. We might Bluntman and Chronic, we might. Jared Valerio says Sasha versus Belair. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be good. Adam Cole versus AJ Styles. Okay. AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt. All right. Adam Cole versus John Cena. Okay. Sasha Banks, Toni Storm. Roman versus Fiend. Undertaker versus Sting. Usos versus Profits. That's going to be pretty good. Orton versus Lee. Yeah. Fiend versus Hardy. Balor versus Orton. Ooh. Fiend versus Aleister Black. Yeah, that would be good. Lee versus Roman, Roman versus Fiend, Drew versus Bryan, Fiend Cross, Brock versus Lashley. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and sorry about this, Paul. I'm literally got it queued up right here. Like, look, dude. It's queued up right here, ready to go. We got ourselves Moxley versus Drew. Well, that's not an option right now. Moxley is not in the WWE. That was the one guideline I'd like to say you guys can follow to. Adam Cole versus Orton, Demon King versus Fiend, Bryan versus Gargano. Yes. Here's mine, guys. Daniel Bryan versus Pete Dunne. I think Daniel Bryan and Pete Dunne are like yin and yang to each other in the sense that everything that Daniel Bryan has done, Pete Dunne has more or less mirrored his career on the way up, from their look to their build to everything, their move sets. I think an entire feud between Pete Dunne as the heel and Daniel Bryan as the face would be money, like legit money, and that would be must-see TV in my honest opinion. So that's mine. I really want to see that matchup, Daniel Bryan versus Pete Dunne. I also would like to see... you know what? As weird as it sounds, I know this isn't really that big of a dream match, but I think that the dynamics of it could be incredible. I think Karrion Kross and Scarlett could very well go up against The Fiend and Alexa Bliss. I don't know when, I don't know how you would do it, but it would be incredible to see. Let's roll it, Paul. So why isn't Drew Gulak in mid-main event status? I don't know, Paul. Lots of people on the card. Not enough time slots, maybe. I don't know. Missed it.
Why isn't Drew Gulak in mid-main event status?
Under advisement and get back to you, but you're not the team captain.
That's funny. Of course not. While you're here, I've compiled my own list. I'm not even on there. As the captain, I had to do what I felt was best for the team. Are you serious right now? Hang on a second. When are we going to find out who's on the team? Yeah.
So we're still working on that. What I'll do is take your lists and peruse them, and we'll make a decision, and I promise you both will have an announcement before the end of the night. Okay?
All right.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, let the team captain know when you're ready. Seriously. Was I on your list? And you like to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Elias.
Yeah. Hello, I am Elias. How you doing, Botch Guy?
Now, earlier tonight, I had to take care of Jeff Hardy. I had to give him a little bit of payback, just a little bit for what he's done to me. You know,
a few months ago when he hit me with a car. Right, but I'm
doing
not
great,
let
buddy.
Jeff Hardy keep me down. You know, I'm going to put him far.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you have not listened to the new Elias album, it is actually fire. 4 songs, all great. Check it out, guys.
We are celebrating my brand new album. It is called Universal Truth. It is out right now.
Yeah, it's really good. I listened to it this morning. It's actually really good, guys.
Pick it up. It'll change your life. And guess what? Right now, we're at number 2 on the charts.
Wow.
And we're climbing, so let's get that to number 1.
Number 2 on the charts? That's incredible.
It's because there is
good for
a
Elias.
Universal truth that everybody knows deep in their soul. And that is that WWE stands for...
Walk with Elias.
I said WWE stands for...
Walk with Elias.
Now that I've put Jeff Hardy behind me, I'm going to keep the celebration going with a song. Because next up, I'm about to beat Keith Lee and move on to the Raw Survivor Series team. So I'm going to kick this off with a little song. But before I do that, I need you all to silence your cell phones. Hold your applause.
And most importantly, shut your
mouths.
Love it. This is why Elias needs to remain as a heel. Okay. Is there going to be a new theme?
This man's an artist. I mean, give him his time.
How about focusing on the match?
Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Every time, man. Every freaking time that I hear Keith Lee's theme song, like I hear that, oh, bask in his glory, I'm like, okay, is it going to click in? Is something new going to happen? And then we build up, for he is limitless. Boom, 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 boom. And then it's like, I'm waiting for it. I'm like, bask in his glory. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, bask in his glory. For he is limitless. That's my mind. And then out comes the actual theme song. And I'm just kind of like, oh. Okay. And it's just kind of like, oh. But rumors are that Keith Lee has been in New York filming, or at least not filming, recording a new song, recording rap for a new song. So hopefully soon we are going to see Keith Lee with a new theme song, and hopefully it will build him up as a big deal. Botch Guy says, the problem is that theme they chose literally is getting worse each and every week, which is very rare for a theme. I agree 100%, dude. You want to know why? It sucks, okay? Because they kept the same intro to his other theme song. Like, if you're going to tell people, hey, we're going to deliver this new theme song, all right, that's one thing. It's another thing to give people the impression every single week maybe it's coming back. Because those first 15 seconds of the song is exactly the same, and it's the build-up. We're like, is it coming back? Is it gonna come back? Is it here? We're pumped up. We're waiting for it, and I bet you the pop would be massive, but then it's a letdown. And instead of being excited to see Keith Lee, all we're left thinking is, man, I wish he had his other theme song, and we are completely taken out of the moment. I could care less about Keith Lee at the moment. It doesn't work. If you're gonna take something that the fans love and change it, at least change it completely. You know, think about this, guys. Like, if you had, I'm trying to think of like an example. Let's think of Edge, okay? Let's think of Edge. So Edge right here, you know how he has that big build up? Imagine instead of saying, on this day, I see clearly. Like, instead of following up with that, it just goes to some generic rock song where it's like, edge, 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 edge. And you would just kind of be, well, actually, that theme song kind of is fire, not gonna lie. But still, you know what I mean? Like, there would be zero anticipation, you'd just be like, huh? Why is this happening? Bodge Guy says, have a great stream, Con. I'm going to go back and focus on the show. I'll drop by here and there, like always. Well, thank you, my man. Really great to have you, bud. Hopefully you're doing well.
Because sometimes you feel a little more playful. Growing up is so overrated. Totally overrated.
Man, you are disrespecting this match. Not meaning to, Todd. I'm really not meaning to. We're in commercial break right now.
I'm in, as in shuffle up and deal. Pull up your socks. We're going to the
Hey, Con Man, what do you think of Bruce Pritchard running Raw and SmackDown now since it's not Heyman? Again, I think everything is subjective to the show itself, right? I don't think one writer is going to make or break the show, especially when you have the same person approving or denying everything at the top, right, being Vince McMahon. I haven't felt much of a change to the show, if I'm being honest. It's been decent. You know, it's been decent. I think it's been decent for a little bit, though. Most of 2020 has produced decent TV. Not been great, been decent. But let me ask you right here, everyone. Who do you think will win? It's either going to be Keith Lee, or it's going to be Elias. So get those votes in. Do either vote Lee or vote Elias right here in the live chat, everyone. And I did see a few people actually ask me about the Twitter polls that we used to do. So the Twitter polls used to be in that same slot right over there. And we stopped doing the Twitter polls that way because it didn't make a ton of sense for you guys to have to leave the stream chat every single time to vote in a poll. It made a lot more sense for you guys to have the ability right at your fingertips. So all you got to do is you got to type in a command. It's either !vote space Lee or !vote Elias. It's as simple as that. You type that in the live chat and it counts your vote. Now, if you don't believe your vote went through, in about a 30 seconds time or whatever, just shoot it out again into the live chat. And if it didn't count at your first time, it will most likely count at your second time. Make sure you also have everything in lowercase. You cannot have any uppercase letters. Otherwise, the vote will not count. Yeah, it helps you phone users. You know what, man? That's exactly what I got thinking of. It didn't make a lot of sense for people who are sitting there on their phone, right, watching, chatting along in the live chat, to have to leave the chat, go to a different app, spend time on that app, vote, and then come back into the stream. Like, it made no sense, right? So I'm so glad we were able to fix that for you guys. But let's get going. Oh, no, we're not going to get back to this match. Not quite yet. Do I think Elias is a future main eventer? Honestly, man, he could be. He legit could be. He has the gimmick to make it work. Here's the problem. He has almost too much of a gimmick to truly be taken as a main event player. I'm trying to remember throughout the history of this business, people who have risen to the top. There isn't too many musical superstars that rise to the very, very top. His in-ring ability is solid. His look is great. His microphone work is top tier. Might be one of the best on the roster. He's got the quick tongue. You know, he can fire back. He can sing now. He can play guitar. Like, he's got everything that you need to be successful. But it's almost like he's too much of a character to be that successful, which is a very weird thing, right? You have to find the proper middle ground. You have to be something that people can relate to, but also at the same time is entertaining enough to make people want to watch you. I will say this, Elias as a top tier heel, 150%, I see that. Zachary Reynolds, thank you for subscribing. I see that 150% as Elias as a top heel. Do I see him as the top champion for an extended period of time? No. I don't. But I really do believe that he could do wonderful in short stints if he's built up properly. A main event feud with somebody, with him ripping them apart with songs and attacking them from behind with the guitar. I think it could really work in the main event scene. But I don't believe it would work as a champion for a long period of time. I would be more interested in seeing Elias run with like the United States Championship for a little bit and see if Elias can captivate audiences as a champion, or if he's just better as being the antagonist to a lot of baby faces, because I believe that's where his sweet spot is, being a really good antagonist. I don't think he's really set to be a protagonist of any story, though, if I'm being honest. Conman, do you think he will match the success as the Honky Tonk Man's career? That's tough to say. Honky Tonk Man's an interesting cat, because Honky Tonk Man, again, he was there as a musical performer, but he didn't have the same level of talent as Elias. You know what I mean? Like, Honky Tonk Man was okay. Honky Tonk Man had the ability to get fans to hate him because he was a gimmick back in the time when gimmicks did work, back in the 70s and 80s, right? The early 80s and throughout a bit of the 90s, I believe. That's when he wrestled. Like, it definitely worked a little bit, but it wasn't perfection. It was more of an annoyance, and as a result, he never truly reached top-tier level. Yeah, he was the IC champion for a long-ass time. The reason he was the IC champion for a long time was because it was filled with a bunch of shady moments, manager interferences, like just anything to possibly keep the title on him. He was a heel of heels, but was there that much success besides that really long Intercontinental title reign? Not really, right? Not extremely. What about Jeff Jarrett? You know what, guys? I would say Elias is closer to a Jeff Jarrett. I think that's a really, really accurate response. Jeff Jarrett felt like at times he could be in the main event. You could plug him in the main event, and you would be able to get good enough matches. He was kind of like the headlining name for a lot of people when he wasn't in WWE. Big kick out right there by Keith Lee. He was a big name outside of the WWE. Inside the WWE, he was just kind of there, and he helped out when he could, sort of deal. And here comes Jeff Hardy, as Conman called it. Jeff Hardy's going to interfere in this matchup, and I think that's going to lead to the loss for Elias. But where is Jeff? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Keith Lee just threw Elias all the way to the ground. Remember, don't look up the ramp. Here comes the Spirit Bomb all the way up. Keith Lee, Spirit Bomb. 2, 3. It's over. Cameron Gray says John Cena used to rap musical and he was world champion. Yeah. Yeah. Jeff Jarrett was world champion as well, correct? Right? It's not impossible for musical acts to reach the top. Not at all, but it is a little more difficult because you have to be taken seriously. Rangers fan says Lee shouldn't have needed a distraction to beat Elias, but storytelling-wise, that made sense. Honestly, I don't think he needed the distraction to beat Elias. It was a thing where he took advantage of it, right? The distraction was there, and I bet you Elias is going to be attacked by Jeff Hardy now. Jeff Hardy, I believe, is going to be right behind Elias. Elias slowly standing up. Oh! Hardy with the guitar to the back of Elias, and down goes the musical genius. Jacob Toon says, oh God, they're going to have a guitar on a pole match. They might. They might. Yeah. I don't want anybody to misconstrue this. Yeah, I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying as me saying musical acts can't make the main event, because they can. They absolutely can. It's just a little more difficult. You have to be really over, because people are going to want to boo you because you're singing. If you're not, it's like that anywhere in the world. You know, singing is something that brings everyone together, as long as everyone wants to hear people singing. If you don't want to hear people singing, oh my God, it is one of the biggest things that literally tear people apart. They tell people to shut up, stop your singing, you suck, you're terrible, you're god-awful, and the insults get thrown around, right? But if people want to hear him sing, then it becomes magic.
Use our bathroom? No, sir, I'm sorry.
Hurt business.
I think he does. I think he ought to. I think he does.
Well, Hurt Business throwing their weight around again.
Vamsy's saying a point that he thinks I don't know. Con, Chris Jericho is a singer. Really? Yeah, don't say. You don't say. I think he's in a band as well, right? Fozzy? I think he sings his own theme song, correct? Right, Judah's the thing that everybody sings when they come to the ring. Thank you, Vamsy, for informing me, my friend. Hurt Business versus Retribution up next. All right. Okay, but MJF can low-key sing too. Yeah, actually, guys, if you want to look it up, MJF can sing. The voice that you heard was his. It wasn't them doing some sort of weird voiceover. It was his. He can sing. Now, I bet you it was lip sung at the time, but that was his voice. So if you guys go on like Google and you type in MJF singing, you'd see that this dude can sing. He's got the pipes. Hey, Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. What do I think about Elias's new album? I think it's pretty good. The 4 songs are pretty dope. I really like the Amen song, the first one that he's got on the album. Really good. Let's not forget the Rock's concerts. Yeah, guys, like, again, I really don't want this to be misconstrued. I'm not saying somebody who's a musical talent can't make the main event scene. That is false, right? Somebody who can sing, who can get people to cheer along with them, who can get themselves over through singing, absolutely can have a wonderful time in the main event. What I'm saying, though, is generally speaking, musical acts or musical performances are for the middle of the card. There's something to plug in the show that you can take up a ton of time and then maybe have somebody attack him at the end. That is the magic of Elias. When they changed him over to being a babyface, it didn't work because those Rock concerts that he has, the Elias concerts, nobody could interfere, right? Nobody would interfere. The bad guys, nobody's going to boo the bad guy for stopping a guy singing in the center of the ring. But if you turn him as a heel and you try to get people to boo him as a result, and he tells people to shut their mouths, I love none of you, things like that, like you treat him as a babyface who is really, really enjoying his music, but then you turn him on the audience with just something simple like that. But most importantly, shut your mouths, and it goes from the fans cheering him to booing him and then clapping along with him. And then guess what? At the end of all of that, the babyface comes out, gets his shot on Elias, and the babyface is more over as a result. It's a simple production for a segment, but it works almost every single time.
Systematic racism and how deeply rooted it is within our society. Racism is a man-made creation, and all it does is deteriorate from our collective prosperity. I hope this inspires a new generation of hockey players.
Amity, thank you, my man.
Black Lives Matter. I go to war with these guys. I couldn't be more proud of these guys. The statement that they've made today is something that's going to last. Hockey is a great game, but it could be a whole lot greater, and it starts with all of us.
Why don't I see Amity's dono? Sorry about this, guys.
This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone.
Nothing is loading in. I can't see a single thing on my screen. There we go. Amity says, what are the odds for Retribution versus Hurt Business Survivor Series match? I would say we are very likely to get it, Amity. I would say a 4-on-4 versus 4-on-4. What the hell am I saying? A 4v4 elimination match would be pretty good. I think it'd be good. I honestly wouldn't even mind if, like, Naomi joined the Hurt Business for a little bit and they did the 5-on-5. But I'm not sure how well that would work. 4-on-4 probably works out better.
What are the odds for Retribution versus Hurt Business Survivor Series match?
It's happening next? The elimination match is happening next? What?
Two-time NXT champion. I cannot wait for this Wednesday. Apparently, Pat McAfee's going to show up again this Wednesday live on USA for the first time in 20 years. The franchise is back. NXT Halloween Havoc. Meanwhile,
Halloween Havoc this Wednesday as well, guys. Are you pumped for that? Are you pumped for that? No, Hurt Business versus Retribution. I'm so confused, Aled. What's happening next? You know who would be a great fit in the Hurt Business? Montez Ford. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. All right. Edwin Pacino says, Randy Orton should make a new title design with an old school look depicting his third-generation legacy. You know what? I wouldn't be opposed to WWE trying to move away from the idea of having the big WWE logo in the center of their championships. I think it looks corny, because what it's saying is that the brand, this logo, is bigger than the championship. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind some sort of identification that it's the WWE championship, but man, just the big WWE logo in the center, it just kind of screams like, all right, you really think high of yourself, don't you? Not really making it feel like a world championship, making it feel like it's a championship only for WWE. And while it's the truth that people only in the WWE can compete for it, it feels like if WWE ever opened their matches to people outside of the company, they wouldn't be really they wouldn't really be competing for the WWE Championship, would they? They wouldn't want them to. I don't know if I'm rambling or not, but here's Randy Orton.
I expect you to expand more upon that tonight on A Moment of Bliss, but I'm curious, are you at all concerned The Fiend might make an appearance?
Concerned? I don't have anything to be concerned about, Charlie. I made it out of hell last night, a 14-time WWE champion. Now, I don't care if you are the big dog, the Fiend, or the former WWE champion himself, Drew McIntyre. At the end of the day, there is only one Randy Orton, and the only people that need to be concerned, Charlie, are those that cross Randy Orton.
Still can't imagine what it's going to be like to have Randy Orton tonight as a guest on Moment.
Just speaking of like world championships, everyone, I want to show you a few and why I think that WWE world championships don't feel like a world championship sometimes. So, WWE championships.
This collision has been building for months. You've got mysterious accidents happening backstage. Power glitches.
When I think of a championship, everyone, I don't know if your guys' mind comes to this one as well. But for me, a championship feels like a championship. And this is what a championship to me looks like. I don't know why, but to me, I don't think they could ever have made a better looking championship than the World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is number one. This is the best looking championship in the history of wrestling, and I really miss it, man. Like, it felt like the champion was a big deal every time they held on to that. And they kind of moved away from it big time. They retired the belt in favor of a big WWE logo in the center. It never felt like they wanted to present it as a championship. Like, even hell, guys, like, we go back so far, even go with this one. This one wasn't great, but at least it was something, right? It looks like a championship. Yeah, see, it's got the WWF logo on there. That makes sense. It says the World Wrestling Federation. That makes sense. But see the word champion? See how they presented it as a championship more so than just the company logo? Just a propaganda for trying to promote the company? Look at it in comparison to this. In comparison to this, that's the championship. Doesn't that just scream like toy? It just screams toy. It screams not title, it screams toy. And when they really started going down the wrong path was when they made the championship look like, what was it? When they introduced this WWE Championship, this was all downhill from here. WWE attempted to move into the kid market for toys, and that's when the Spinner Championship was developed. And WWE found out that that this sells to kids, you know? The propaganda, the spinning, logo in the center, trying to market themselves as the #1 wrestling promotion, and that the WWE logo is bigger than the championship, you know? It just never really clicked for me. I've never really liked the championship, and also it just sucked when it was a spinner title, and people would be holding it, and the logo would be upside down. I don't like the spinner belt, but like some people definitely do. I know some people like the spinner belt. I just didn't like that it was like a toy. Never really liked it. What I will say, though, is championships like the United States title that WWE has built, I like it. I do like the United States Championship because it's grown on me. Let me tell you a little bit, though. It's grown on me just a little bit. But I still stick by with what I said beforehand. So, with this United States Championship right here, I believe it would have looked better if the top half right there would have had some color to it, and the bottom half was left just like that. I think that would have looked better. Would have looked so much better. Maybe make the United States champion thing a little bit more centered. I don't know. It just was not really... I didn't love it at first, but now that it's kind of been stuck around for a little bit, I don't mind it at all anymore. I would have liked to see up here have some color. Having some color would have been cool. But you guys see what I mean by the championship design. There's a bit of the logo up here, right? Then you've got the type of champion that they are, and then you've got some sort of design on it. To me, that's a great looking championship, honestly. Just some minor color details, and it would be perfect. It's hard to create a perfect championship, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at AEW's world title so that we're being fair, right? Just so that we're being fair. The AEW World Championship is an interesting one because what it does is it does have some of the aspects of what made the previous championship so damn good. And I like the AEW World Championship. You guys just get the vibe, the difference of vibes, right? Yeah, it says AEW right in the center. Don't get me wrong. It's promoting the brand. It's saying the brand is bigger. Like, the brand is AEW. But then you got the plating around it. It's not just the 3 letters AEW. It's smaller. It fits better on the championship. And it says World Champion. You know, it says it right there. Compare once again, though, everyone, to the WWE Championship. Where is it? There it is. The WWE Championship. You guys see what I'm saying? Look. WWE, it's this giant-ass logo that basically... It's just them saying their logo is the biggest thing in the world. This right here, you got actual gold on it. Looks good. This one, it's gold on the outside. Yeah, sure, it's a fine-looking championship if you're in the WWE. As for a world champion, though, this just screams more world champion. Again, nothing will ever, ever, ever beat this championship for me. This is #1. This is just, the prestige behind it is incredible, but let's take a look at New Japan Pro Wrestling's title, okay? NJPW World Heavyweight Championship. Let's take a look at NJPW's, right? Because they're along the similar line. So, with the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, you see what I mean, guys, as well? Very similar to AEW. They've got the logo in the center, right? Logo dead in the center, very small. You got the heavyweight championship, it screams champion, and then you got some sort of plating, and that's a championship. Do I love it? No, I actually don't really love the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, but it's not too far off of the World Heavyweight Championship, which to me, again, is the perfect design for a championship. The plates look amazing. It's the big gold belt. It screams champion when you see it, right? It's just the best. But let me ask you, everyone, what is your favorite championship in the history? Is it the Winged Eagle? the Winged Eagle Championship belt, because, again, this one was really good. Excuse me. Because with the Winged Eagle right here, you can see yet again, the common theme is that they have a little logo on it. So up here, the WWF logo, all the way on the top. World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion with some sort of plating and then some sort of design. This one was also pretty dope. What about the NXT title? Pros and cons. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look. The NXT Championship. It works a little better. It works a little better. I don't love it. I don't love the championship, okay? Like, I don't love the NXT Championship. Yet again, it's making the brand the most important thing on the belt. You know what I mean? Like, it's showing that. It's okay. It's okay. It's a little too focused on the brand. I like it being more of like, it's a championship. It's not supposed to look like a toy. It's not bad. It's not great. Better than the old one for sure, yeah. Because this was the old one.
For the Hurt Business. Because
this was the old one. It's better than that.
And yes,
better
we
than that.
Stood our ground to Retribution because we didn't look at Retribution as a threat. We looked at Retribution as an opportunity. Now, Monday Night Raw is an asset of the Hurt Business. Retribution is a liability.
And liabilities are bad for business.
Okay.
So we eliminate them.
Talk to him.
I'm going to talk to him right now. If you're a good businessman, you know that if you're good at something, you never do it for free. So I struck a deal with the higher-ups here at WWE, and I told them that we, the Hurt Business, would take the fight to Retribution, and that is exactly what we've done. And once we wreck Retribution and solve that problem once and for all, we will have fulfilled our end of our business arrangement, and we'll be looking to collect payment.
And we want our payment in gold.
Ooh.
The Hurt Business looking for
here they come. Retribution is here. Mace, T-Bar. Oh, the shaky cam. No, not shaky cam. Oh, God, not shaky cam. No, not shaky cam. WWE, what are you doing? Shaky cam? Seriously? You're going shaky cam? Okay, they settled down a little bit, but man, those quick movements are definitely not the way to go. But here is Retribution. Mustafa. I like that they're actually pronouncing his name properly now. Mustafa. That's what it is. Mustafa Ali. Lights out. All right, Ali. Let's see if Ali and his gang of misfits is able to put away the Hurt Business. Con, we get it. Oh, you get what? What do you get there, Mr. Paul Carpenter? All right. So, Retribution versus Hurt Business.
Two heavy hitters. T-Bar, who knows what it's like to be caught in the hurt lock of the United States champion, Bobby Lashley. How do you like that proposed match?
Retribution, or will it be Hurt? Who is going to win, everyone? Let me know here in the live chat. Either do vote Retribution or vote Hurt. Once again, vote Retribution or vote Hurt.
Oh, and Bobby Lashley using the best dirty boxing in the biz and just taking it to T-Bar. Oh, score an elimination via pinfall or submission. Last team.
All right, match is officially underway. To Tifton Watson says, so Hurt Business is face. Hurt Business is the Hurt Business. I don't think they are face or heel. They are just the Hurt Business. And they're in business for themselves sort of deal. Big shot there from T-Bar, the former Dominik Dijakovic. What are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw so far, everyone? If you had to give it a rating, what would you give this show a rating out of? I haven't been thoroughly entertained. It's not been a bad show. It's also not been great. So far, 6 out of 10, maybe? Maybe that's high? I don't know. I think 6 out of 10 is high right now at the moment. Let's start with 5.5. I'm going to need something more. Yeah, I'm going to give it 5.5 out of 10 right now so far. It's lacking some stuff. We're only halfway through, so maybe it will pick up. Maybe it will. Matt Timber, thank you, my friend, for your $2 donation. Says the old NXT title is a fingerprint trap. Yes, it is. Thank you, my dude. I appreciate your $2 support right there.
Retribution. MVP was speaking truth earlier. A lot of superstars wanted nothing to do with Retribution. Powered away when Retribution came to town.
We're done breaking down the titles now, Retro, but we can always look at that in the future, my friend. We can always look at some more championships in the future. We broke down 10 championships. We don't need to do more at the moment. What in the world did Dominik do to deserve this punishment? Man, they had a star there. Did they? Legit question. Did they have a star in Dom? I don't think they did. They had a guy who could wrestle in Dominik Dijakovic very, very well, actually. And he's a big man, yes. I don't know if they had a star. I think Dominik Dijakovic was very much a generic big man who could really, really wrestle, who got over because of his matches with Keith Lee. I don't think Dominik was ever going to be a star without something. He needed a character shift for the main roster to get over. That's my honest opinion there. Do I think this is the best opportunity for Dominik? I don't think so, okay? I don't think so. I think Dominik Dijakovic could have been positioned in a different way, maybe not changing his whole entire gimmick. They just needed to partner him with somebody, do something to change up his character, give him a legitimate character. Oh, big boot right there to Slapjack. Slapjack sent down into the mat. Cover 1, 2, broken up from behind by Mustafa Ali. Mia Yim all the way up on the ring apron. Or Reckoning. What is going on, guys? What is going on? What the actual hell is going on?
This industry, I love it so much.
The best, actually.
What the hell is going on?
With Little Caesar's $6.99 two-topping pizzas, there's a ton of mouth-watering combinations.
Well. So, what?
Pineapple and olives, chicken and tomato, ham and olives, ham and so much more. Choose yours for $6.99 when you order online today.
I'm in, as in shuffle up and deal. Pull up your socks. We're going to the river. In.
What the excuse my French. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not like swearing, please mute your stream right now. If you do not like swearing, please mute your stream right now for about the next 5 seconds. I'll give you 3 seconds. What the fuck was that? Like, what? What in the blue fuck was that? I cannot understand. Like, what?
works as hard as it
Like,
is smart. Then reimagine the Bronco as an off-roading, high-performance wild animal. This is the future we're building.
like, what is that all about?
Why does Elias have so
It might be a seizure.
Because sometimes you feel a little more playful. Growing up is so overrated.
It might be a seizure.
Gotta have Lays.
Then get her some damn help and get her off our TV screen. Like,
So come December, he'll get to be
look, guys, I really I want to see Retribution do well. But, like, you know what? We're going to rewind it because, like, I can't even comprehend now how WWE, a billion-dollar company with writers who get paid legit money to write stuff, how WWE ever even remotely thought that them having Mia Yim get up on the ring apron right here, start scratching herself. Watch, this is what start ticking and scratching herself. Like Mia Yim, like this is the TV that you produce for us. This is a billion-dollar corporation. $1 billion. $1 billion. $1 billion. $1 billion freaking dollars. Vince McMahon is a billionaire. Vince McMahon is a billionaire. She faked it for a pin. She faked it for a pin. Cool. Really cool stuff. Oh, Mia Yim got tossed out during commercial break as well. So now Mia Yim's fine when we come back from commercial break, and she got tossed out because apparently such good shit.
And now it's Bobby Lashley, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton Benjamin remaining for the Hurt Business, down 3-4 in this elimination tag team match.
Lashley doing the stuff where he left off last night at Hell in a Cell with a victory over Slapjack.
Oh, and now Slapjack. Whoa, trying to wrangle the almighty.
Oh, spear from Lashley.
Spear from Lashley.
2, 3. Slapjack's out.
And now it's T-Bar right into the fray. It's even now in this elimination tag team match, 3 versus 3.
T-Bar understanding how crucial it was to get on Lashley. Whoa!
But Bobby Lashley refuses to be stopped, and so does T-Bar. And Joe, at this point, Retribution needs to find a way to eliminate Bobby Lashley.
T-Bar and Lashley going at it outside the ring. Got it. Watch the count here. The official moving out into the count of 10 to get.
This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my god, it's going to be a double count out too, isn't it?
The official's count is up to 9. Oh, they're taking this around the Thunderdome.
And they're double counted out.
Lashley have been counted out. Therefore, they are eliminated.
So now it's down to 2 versus 2. Ali and Mace against Benjamin and Alexander.
2v2. We got ourselves Mace versus Cedric Alexander now in the ring.
United States champion, that's a win. But now the numbers are even. And Mustafa Ali's trying
God, guys, this is so bad.
advantage for Mace against Alexander.
Alexander clearly just as fired up.
This is really not good. You know what, though? Can I talk about something positive? I think Mace has a ton of potential, guys. I think this look for Mace, I don't care who you are, guys. Mace is a dope name, and his attire is the coolest within Retribution. Like, Mace is a dope-looking superstar, okay? Like, he's a combination of the Predator and Bray Wyatt, kind of, like, with the long dreads. Like, I kind of like it. Apparently, Mace isn't Dio. What? That is simply just not true. Mace is Dio Madden. Dio Madden was formerly a professional wrestler commentator, and he is now performing under the name Mace as a part of the faction Retribution. That's that. It's Dio Madden.
Alexander desperately trying to break the grip. And
Oh, tag has been made. Mace. Back handspring from Cedric. Kick to the face. Pay dirt combo. They're literally going at...
And now the leader of Retribution is all alone. But you cannot plan for this scenario.
Ali begging for mercy a moment ago. We'll get none from Shelton Benjamin and the Hurt Business.
Now Ali on the move, caught up by Benjamin. Oh, and a big fall away slam.
Well, everyone, Retribution is officially buried. Retribution's officially buried. Mace got eliminated. It's now 2-on-1 versus Ali. Guys, I just released a new tweet. Twitter.com/conman167 says Retribution is officially buried. This sucks. WWE RAW. Just go on over there, guys. Favorite retweet. This is bad, man. This is really bad.
Good luck figuring that out.
And Ali, a drop kick to Benjamin. That takes away a tag option for Alexander.
Actually, a highly resourceful move by Ali.
So bad. I don't even care anymore.
Look at the intensity in the eyes of Cedric Alexander.
Like, don't get me wrong. The match that we're probably going to get between Cedric Alexander and Ali is going to be good. Right? There's no question it's going to be good. And then throw back to the whole Cruiserweight Classic. It's going to be good when it does happen. But man, right now, this... And a disqualification for Ali.
Here are your winners by disqualification. The Hurt Business.
Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad.
Something wicked this way comes, Ali. And Ali with the steel chair, he went after Cedric Alexander through the ire of Benjamin. And look who's coming down the ramp.
Here comes the rest of the Hurt Business. Why are we positioning Ali as a cowardly freaking heel, man? Why are we positioning Ali as a cowardly heel? Oh, God, man.
Her business one step closer to snuffing out the threat of Retribution.
This is god-awful. This is god-awful. This lowered my rating from a 5.5 to a 4. This match lowered it to a 4. This show is garbage at this moment. Absolute garbage at the moment. Oh, now Garza and Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke as well. Man, Garza, he's a womanizer, isn't he?
Listen, Otis has had a rough 24 hours. He lost his Money in the Bank contract and his best friend, but he'll bounce back. And, yes, we're still close.
Dana, what about you? I mean, oh, hello, beautiful.
He loves Nia. Shayna? And Shayna just says, get out of here. Oh. Nia takes the rose. All right, Nia and Angel. Interesting.
Two of you end up on our team.
Wait, I'm sorry. Your team?
Yes, our team. Okay? So let's get something straight here.
Yes. Let's get something straight. We haven't been beaten since we've been on Raw.
You've had,
So
like,
if you
what,
guys are
2
not
matches, if that?
Our team, you better fall in line or be prepared to watch your backs and those titles.
Is Dana really trying to threaten them?
Really? Is
It's
this
cute.
like punked? Are we getting punked? This is a joke, right?
Seriously? Garza?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Here comes Drew. Man, everyone. Hopefully things are going to turn around. This should be a good match. We've got ourselves Drew McIntyre versus Miz up next. Botch Guy says, Con, I'm struggling incredibly to finish Monday Night Raw. This is a chance to be the worst Raw all year. Don't take it that far, okay? Don't take it that far. We have seen some god-awful Raws this year. Let's not even remotely pretend that those first few pandemic shows weren't god-awful. They were terrible. The first little bit of the pandemic when WWE didn't have a clue what to do, yeah, sure, they were able to get a little bit of a pass. This is not the worst Raw of the year. Like, those pandemic shows right at the very start sucked. Like, sucked. Flat out sucked. So, at least this is something. Tonight has not been good. I have not loved this show. I don't think it's the worst of the year, though. Very difficult to say it's the worst of the year. But I'm struggling to get through as well, dude. I feel ya. But right now I've got a rating of 4.5. I think 4 was a little low, so I'm going to go with 4.5 at this moment. Hey, Con, I'm not against you. All I'm saying is that ain't that basically what Retribution is all about? What, losing? Losing? Retribution's not all about losing. Retribution's supposed to be all about destroying the WWE because they've been pushed to the side. They've been buried. Like, they haven't been respected. All that stuff like that. And they still continue to be disrespected. Maybe that's part of the story. I don't know. But the fact that they're losing doesn't make me want to root for them. Like, you can't debut a new faction that's supposed to be terrorizing everyone and then not give them meaningful wins. Like, it's understandable if you have them lose occasionally. A one-on-one match, I can deal with a one-on-one match. Okay, guys? Like, a one-on-one match, if you lose it, it's one-on-one. You're not a unit. But like when the Shield was together, nobody was able to beat the Shield for a long-ass time when they were a unit. Individually, they could get beaten, right? They could be beat. But as a unit, they would show up and dominate. And that's what made the Shield so much fun to watch. That's what made those 3-on-3 matches must-see. That's when you had matches like Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Ryback versus the Shield, a 3-on-3 match. Incredible stuff. When you had the Rhodes brothers and I forget who it was versus the Shield. I think it might have been Daniel Bryan and the Rhodes brothers. I can't remember exactly. Whoever handed the Shield their first loss. Triple threat matches like that were built up perfectly because the Shield was presented as a strong unit. They could have done the same thing with Retribution. Literally, could have had them lose individual matches, could have had them beaten down here and there, but when it comes to it as a unit, they should be presented as a tough group to beat, not equals to the Hurt Business. I'm sorry, Hurt Business, they had their moment. They had their really, really cool moment against Retribution at the start of this. That whole moment when the Retribution was standing in the ring and then the Hurt Business theme came on and they were battling them head to head. They put over Hurt Business then. Hurt Business now is consisting of 3 guys who've been around the business for a long-ass time and then a young star in Cedric Alexander you're trying to get over. Retribution contains 5 young stars. There's a big difference. Hurt Business did not need to win a 4-on-4 elimination match. It should have been Retribution dominating the Hurt Business and eliminating them 4-0. That's how it should have been. You do that, you save Retribution tonight. They didn't do that. Retribution is even more dead in the water. It's getting really tough to follow along and to be invested in their characters. Paul Carpenter, how you doing, man? He says, do you think Retribution will be the DLC to WWE 2K22? I just hope WWE 2K22 is a playable game. I don't care what they put in for DLC, as long as their main game actually works, and I don't drop $100 on the game only for it to be god-awful and erase my stuff. I will never, ever forget that. North Granny, thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing.
Do you think Retribution to be the DLC WWE 2K22?
And then your other donation says, on paper, Raw looks good, but Retribution effing sucks. It's hard to disagree with you on that.
On paper, Raw looks good, but Retribution F asterisk 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 sucks.
Mm-hmm. But Paul Carpenter, thank you, my friend, for your support right there. We got ourselves a new boss, and Paul Carpenter has become an 8-time Boss Battle Champion. I think this match coming up is going to be good. Miz and Drew McIntyre should be entertaining enough, I think. And Toxic Friends, thanks for subscribing as well. Possible unpopular opinion, Miz and John need to split. You know what, Jacob Toon? I disagree right now. Miz as Mr. Money in the Bank needs that heater. He needs somebody who can try to be by his side, maybe help him become the world champion. Where you split them is a feud down the line. You can almost replicate exactly what happened with John Morrison versus The Miz back in like 2010 when Miz was WWE champion, right? You can almost replicate that, but I think you need to have Miz and Morrison be side by side for a little bit longer, Miz become WWE champion, and then maybe have a match, a blow-off match with John Morrison, because we know those two can work together. Yeah. And The Miz has that great pyro as well. Hey everyone, what was the worst episode of Raw to ever air? Anyone can answer this, but you need to give a good reason why it was the worst. Great question, man. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Hey, Hayabusa the second, welcome to the stream, asks me, as you stated before about Mace's potential, but what about Reckoning on the other hand? She indeed has the mean streak potential. Oh, main streak potential. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Reckoning, maybe. We got to see more from her at this point. She just had a seizure in the ring, so I don't know what they're planning on doing with the former Mia Yim. Yeah. But I do believe Mace has a ton of potential. Jacob Toon says Tucker has so much potential if they book him right, and I also agree with that statement. I think Tucker is a big man who can talk, who is probably going to show off more of his personality. Yeah. But here we go, everyone. It is now time for The Miz versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going to get this poll going, and I'm also going to get these two up here on the screen. You can let me know who you think is going to win in just a hot second once I get the poll up on the screen. So Drew McIntyre, there he is. The former WWE champion. I have to update his photo.
McIntyre's even competing here tonight. White knee of McIntyre. Oh, and a big elbow. It's not just the knee, Byron.
Where is Drew? Drew. There's Drew. Save his photo right there. Boom. 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 Drew McIntyre. Save that. Replace that. That should be updated. There we go. Beautiful. All right, everyone. And now let's get this poll going. So who do you think is going to win this fight? It is either going to be Drew McIntyre, or it is going to be The Miz. And get those votes in now, everyone, because the poll should be popping up in about 3, 2, 1. Should pop up there. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Do vote Drew or vote Miz for who you guys think is going to win. Oh, big cheap shot there from John Morrison. Tucker turning on Otis was like Cass turning on Enzo. Honestly, you know what, guys? I never, ever, ever thought that WWE was going to run with Heavy Machinery as their tag team. It never seemed like that was the goal. The goal always was there to try to get those two over in some way and then have them split from each other because, honestly, both of them they're better off as a single star. Sure, tag team wrestling, it's fun, But did they ever amount to much as a tag team? No. Could WWE have done something with them? Sure. Were they the most over as a tag team? They were moderately over. They were two big men. Their careers, though, they belong as singles competitors. I truly believe that. I think both of them are more designed to play as a different version of their character that they've already been presented on screen. Otis got the ability to kind of expand his character a little bit more, while Tucker really was left to the sidelines. I honestly don't have a problem with that. The Messiah King of Fate says, is there still no updated picture for Drew? That's the latest one from WWE.com right there. Big neck breaker right there from Drew, and Drew just kips up, and Mr. Money in the Bank is in a little bit of trouble. Liam Warren says, what was the point of making Otis Money in the Bank in the first place if Otis was never going to win the WWE Championship? Sure, that and all the Mandy Rose angle elevate Otis's stock, but we all wanted him to win. Here's the thing, my friend. You got to remember, Otis was given the green light to win Mr. Money in the Bank at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. That was just one of those of, oh my God, Drew just launched the Money in the Bank contract. Just launched it, man. Oh, inside cradle, don't tell me. 1, 2, big kick out there from Drew, I was going to say. Miz off the ropes, runs into a Claymore. Mr. Money in the Bank just got beat, didn't he? Into the cover, 2. Yep, I like that call. I like that call. I don't care. You don't got to make Miz super over at this point. He's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. But yeah, with Otis, I think the goal was simply to try to establish a new star. And Vince McMahon thought that the guy who was getting some pretty good reactions in the ring, because when the fans were here, Otis was getting awesome reactions. It seemed like WWE was going to try to see what they had with him. They found out what they had with him, and they found out they didn't have a main event player. Otis wasn't getting over to the level that they wanted him to get over to. I don't think a ton of people truly wanted to see him as the WWE or Universal Champion, and as a result, Vince McMahon lost interest and said, okay, let's move it off to a superstar that we can trust. You know, if we need to pull the trigger really quickly for a quick rating spike, if we need to have a feud that could go for a little bit before we get to our big feud before WrestleMania, Miz could be interjected there. I think it's just WWE doing something on the safe side. Matthew McConaughey! What? All right. Matthew McConaughey! That's cool, in the Thunderdome. I like when they do the close-ups as well, and you can't see him at all. That's too funny, man. All right. That's good to see, though, that Drew McIntyre picks up the win after losing his WWE title. He needed that win. Paul Carpenter, thank you, dude, for your 5-bomb. He says Shield loses like 12 superstars versus the 3 of them, and Jey Uso pin Roman for the first time. Gotcha. Thank you, Paul. Street Profits backstage. Oh, no, it's not Street Profits. What the hell am I talking about? That's the New Day. I legitimately thought that was the Street Profits for a sec. It's the New Day, though.
Shield lose like 12 superstars versus the 3 of them, and Jey Uso pin Roman for the first time.
Yeah! Champions will take on...
Hey, your echo?
Huh?
Yeah.
Champions will take on...
Well, we talked about this. You can't go full Dawkins.
Huh?
Half Dawkins. I know
It's
he's
too
sleeping.
much?
It's too much.
Okay, all right. Champions will take on champions, fam.
And that means that I finally have my opportunity to face King Corbin for the title of King of the Ring.
Oh.
My stream kind of, it's not loading.
No, fam. We taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, fam.
Ooh, there it is.
That's
we
up.
look good.
Ooh,
We do look good.
New Day versus
And
Street
if
Profits.
that's the case, I
Tag
guess
champs
there's
versus
really
tag
only
champs.
One more thing to say.
Oh, here's Asuka.
We want the
We're not the only champions competing on Survivor Series, fam. Nah, the Empress up tomorrow. Asuka is gonna beat
Oh,
the
man.
brakes off the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
So Asuka versus
I'm talking
Banks.
about Sasha Banks, fam.
That's the rematch, man. That's actually a big rematch. That's a huge rematch.
The
Champion
new
versus champion.
WWE champion, the Viper, Randall Orton, as he attempts to
Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. Oh, that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget about the traditional men and women's Survivor Series tag team.
The CEO of the Hurt Business, the almighty, the United States champion, Bobby Lashley, will be bringing the Hurt to the Intercontinental champion, Sami Zayn. And for good measure, we got our sights set on those tag team champions.
Yo! You try and you fail. Oh, you got it!
Asuka got him. Got him.
You know why? Because
J-Rock, clap along now. J-Rock, let me got some rhythm. J-Rock, come on, man. J-Rock, you know the clock. J-Rock like here.
Oh my God. All right. So the New Day mocking the Street Profits. That's going to be good at Survivor Series, everyone. I think it's going to be good. Do you guys think it's going to be good? Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down, fist emoji. Are you excited for Survivor Series? But man, it's only 10:08. We still got ourselves a little bit less than an hour. Holy moly. Guys, today's episode has dragged on, hasn't it? This is where you wish that it was like SmackDown and it was only 2 hours, because 3 hours... Here's the thing. When Monday Night Raw is flowing really well, when it is a great show, those 3 hours fly by. When it sucks, God, it is like the hardest thing to get through, isn't it? It's legitimately difficult. But let me go take a little break here for a second, everyone. I just got to go to the bathroom. So if you guys could, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you're subscribed. I will literally be right back. Okay, everyone? So don't go anywhere. Conman will be right back.
In 2019, Suzanne Hickey lost her favorite pizza and penned a tweet that captured the nation. We feel you, Suzanne. The bacon double cheeseburger pizza is back at Boston Pizza. Enjoy all the BP classics at our place or yours for a limited time.
Why does Lay's have so many flavors to choose from? Because sometimes you feel a little more playful. Growing up is so overrated. Totally overrated. Gotta have Lay's.
This Halloween, the infection has spread. You are now in a state of survival. Fight with fearless heroes against the zombie apocalypse. State of Survival. Download now for free.
Who says plant-based food has to taste like black? We don't think they do. So when creating PC plant-based coconut milk frozen dessert, we ditched the dairy and use luscious, creamy, fresh coconut milk instead. That's impressive.
Now that's a winner.
So, getting curious?
Way ahead of you.
Nice. Enjoy that silky, rich, dairy-free dessert without compromising taste. Try PC plant-based coconut milk frozen dessert.
Noom taught me a different way to think about healthy living with psychology. I feel great. And
You're right.
28 pounds. Noom. Change your habits. Change for good. Visit Noom.com to start your journey.
Did you guys like the little cameo from Chairman 167? The chair? Chairman 167 in the house. Yeah, Chairman's a pretty cool dude, guys. Like, he's a pretty cool dude, honestly. Pretty dope, if you ask me. But hopefully the rest of the show is going to be pretty good. I'm really hoping it's going to be good, everyone. The rest of the show, fingers crossed. Do you guys think the rest of the show is going to be good? Do you think it's going to be really good, or do you think it's going to suck? Like, are we going to get any great returns or something like that? Oh my flipping god! We got a big return! It's CM friggin' Punk! Except it's not. It's Drew McIntyre. Here you go.
It's just the first step on your path to maybe reclaiming the WWE title?
Sure, it can be the first step, and I'll take step 2, 3, 4, 5, a million, however many steps it takes to reclaim my WWE Championship. Speaking of which, Randy Orton was on a moment of bliss later on, is that right? Tell you what, I'm going to give you the Drew McIntyre guarantee. Randy Orton is going to have a moment tonight, but it's not going to be one of bliss. I promise you.
There you go.
Can't wait for that later tonight. Right now we are live.
Oh, I'm in the ring.
Officials
I'm in the ring.
And Pat Buck.
Pat Buck. It's
we
me.
are just weeks away
it's
from
Pat
Survivor
Buck.
Series, the event where the best of Raw and the best of SmackDown go head to head. Tonight, we've seen the men of Raw battle for their opportunity to represent the red brand, but now it's time to meet the 5 women that will make up Team Raw in their Survivor Series match. Starting with the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Nobody likes these suits. So suits are stupid.
All right.
And now it is the WWE Women's Tag.
Here comes the Queen of Botch. It's Nia Jax. All right. So we got ourselves a couple donations right here. Evolve Alkimazzado. I have no clue how to pronounce your name. Evolve, thank you so much, my friend, for the $4 in donation. Says, nice work, Chair. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
I like this pick. You know, I like how Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke have really gelled together the last couple weeks.
So Team Flex is on the team.
Because it's 2 tag teams that are unbeaten.
And they're totally going to flex. Just stop flexing. Stop flexing, man. It's one of the cringiest things out there.
Maybe having Dana and Mandy join, quote, our team, even though it was never Shayna and Nia's team could elect. Hopefully they sort this thing out sooner than later.
Well, Team Flex. Team Flex Appeal, we should start calling them, has arrived. Got it. But con them 24-inch pythons.
Whoa. Slow down. Adam, you're just racing to the announcement of our team members that you and Pat Buck chose? At least let the
Turn her mic up.
team member be announced by our team captain. And that's me.
Whoa. Wait a second.
No,
Who said that's you? It's clearly me.
I said it was me
No.
because I'm the team captain.
Obviously,
I'm clearly going to get you.
Ladies, calm down. Ladies, if you let me finish, I was just about to let everybody know that the 5th and final member of Team Raw will be settled in a fatal 4-way match featuring the following competitors. Introducing first, Lana.
Oh, no.
It's a great call.
Oh, no.
This is an interesting little selection process. I think I like
I like this idea, though, of a fatal 4-way. I do like the idea of a fatal 4-way. And Lana has arrived, everyone. So Lana is going to be in this match. Who else is going to be in this match? Lacey Evans. Okay. Yeah, that's not the worst idea. Lacey Evans. Who else is going to be down here competing for this match? I still think Lacey Evans' potential is there, everyone. I think she's got great potential as either a heel or face if they truly tap into the character. I think she's a great character, everyone. Here comes Peyton Royce.
Wow. Personal favorite of mine, a woman who I think has unlimited potential when it comes to making her back here on Raw. Broke out from her.
Well, Peyton Royce, she doesn't really have much of a gimmick at the moment, does she?
Just the opportunity
That's kind of weird. Peyton Royce's strut to the ring needs work. They need to figure out what they're doing with Peyton. Oh, new theme!
Women's Tag Team Champion, Joe. Nikki Cross will be the perfect addition to Team Raw.
New theme!
You know, when you talk about a wild card, you talk about unorthodox. Well, you will find this lady's picture right next to both of those words.
And ladies, this match...
Not gonna lie, that new theme song, guys, that's better than... Like, you know that weird Sanity theme song that she had going on. It never really fit Nikki Cross, in my opinion. It never fit her. So, like, I honestly don't mind that new theme song. I don't mind it at all. But we got ourselves a fatal four-way, so let's get them all up here on the screen. Can you read this chat now? Yeah, I can there, my friend. Aaron Johnson, how you doing?
Time to call on Reliance. We'll help you beat the winter rush with a fall furnace sale with up to $2,500
Mark Kern says NXT was not planned last year. WWE had to make an on-the-fly change with a good portion of their roster stuck in Saudi Arabia. Don't you agree, Con? That did happen. Yeah, that did happen, actually. Now that you bring that up, that is correct. I think it might have been the plan all the time, but I don't know. Like, they might have planned for NXT versus versus SmackDown versus Raw, right? But I don't know if they planned, obviously, for the Saudi Arabia stuff to happen. Con, why do I disrespect Nia? Because she sucks? No, I don't disrespect her personally. I'm sure Nia Jax, the person, is a wonderful individual. Her as a wrestler is god-awful. It's garbage. I'd much rather watch the paint dry on the Lucha House Party's wall. That's how much I don't like Nia either. I think she is a very unsafe wrestler. I think she has not improved at all. I think she definitely has potential, but she's unsafe in the ring. And that's the thing that I keep on getting back to, is that I can't watch a match of hers and not fear for the safety of her opponent. And I don't like watching matches like that. I don't like knowing that, you know, and at any single point, the wrestlers are going to be hurt. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers.
with the available estimated hybrid range of 936 kilometers.
Swerve God says, why do I have a feeling Raw is going to destroy SmackDown? Because that's Vince, isn't it? Here's the question, though. Would you rather see Eva Marie or Rosa Mendez, who both sucked? They both did suck. I would say Eva Marie over Rosa Mendez. Rosa Mendez didn't have anything going for her. Eva Marie, on the other hand, at least she had, in her second time around, she had a heel character in NXT that people could really, really sink their teeth into and hate. Like, Eva Marie in NXT, guys, it was a little bit magical. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but Eva Marie in NXT was actually kind of magical. Didn't she have a match up against Bayley as well for the Women's Championship? Is that what happened? Let me type this in. Eva Marie versus Bayley, right? It was Bayley for the NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, the NXT Women's Championship, Bayley versus Eva Marie. Went down February 24th. 2016, 2015, November 27th, somewhere around there. So 2015 looks like the time that this match happened.
It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone. Viewer discretion is advised.
She was the one that was meant to take the title from Bayley, but there would have been a riot. I don't think she was ever meant to take the title from Bayley. I don't think they ever planned on putting the title on Eva Marie. I think they just wanted to build her up as a heel.
Survivor Series. Before the break, WWE officials announced to us that Mandy, Dana Brooke, Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax are a part of the team.
This Fatal 4-Way is well underway, though, everyone. I just realized I have not gotten any single one of their photos up on the screen, so let me do that. We got Nikki Cross versus Peyton Royce. Versus Lacey Evans.
Survivor Series representing her brand on to victory. She reminded us of that during the break.
And who's the fourth one too? Kick out right there. And Lana. Lana.
Ace Royce going to Survivor Series, the cover and a kick out. And Peyton Royce is absolutely
okay. And then we got to quickly update this poll right here as well, everyone. Just give me a second to do that, and we'll be all good.
Historically, how important is this opportunity? Well, it's very important. It's a showcase to the world, and more importantly, it's a showcase to Raw, because success in the Survivor Series usually translates to success as a whole.
Okay, we do that, and we do this, we do this. Who will win? It will either be Peyton Royce. Peyton. It will either be Nikki Cross. It could be Lacey. Oh, frig, man. That's not what I wanted to do. Could be Lacey Evans. Or it might be Lana. Okay, there you guys go. You can now get your votes in. Type the first name of these performers. So either do do vote Peyton, vote Nikki, vote Lacey, or vote Lana. Once again, either vote Peyton, vote Nikki, vote Lacey, or vote Lana. It's the first names. 2 kick out there by Peyton Royce. Elias just hit number 1. That's dope. Oh.
Go out to Elias, whose new album, Universal Truth, has reached #1 on the soundtrack charts today on Apple Music.
Cool.
Paid me a lot to get that.
On the soundtrack charts. Soundtrack, but still very, very cool for Elias. Congratulations, Elias. That's massive, man. WWE's going to see that, and they're going to push him to the moon. To them. Oh, my God, Lana botched getting inside the ring. Lana looking for a face buster. Nikki Cross move. Oh, eats the women's right. Good night, Lana. Roll up from Nikki. 1, 2. Broken up by Peyton Royce. Peyton, what a heel kick. Good night, Lana. And oh my God, now Peyton looking for maybe a backslide. No, Gory Buster. Oh my God, what is she doing? Wow. Gory Buster. Good night, Lana. Or sorry, good night, Lacey Evans kick out. Lacey Evans kicked out of that. How?
Modification on the Gory Bomb, and it's Peyton Royce now showing some frustration in this fatal four-way.
What is she thinking of doing? Nikki Cross in a little bit of a tough spot right here. Oh, Lacey with her right hand to the face. Lacey Evans planted down into the mat, courtesy of Nikki Cross. Now Peyton Royce trying to get right back up to her feet. What a heel kick again! Using those long legs to her advantage. What is Peyton thinking? I bet you there's a lot more than you think on Broken. Bet you there's a lot more than you think. It's still impressive. It's not crazy, but it's still impressive to be #1 on anything, right? Oh, Peyton! What a suplex! Oh my God, Lana pulls Peyton Royce to the outside of the ring. Are you flipping kidding me? Lana, what? Dude, Lana's going, oh my God.
Self-proclaimed team captain Nia Jackson reconciliation. Embrace. All right, there we go. See, there we go. The team building starts, guys. Well, this might actually work out.
Uh-oh. Hang on, Nia. Is Nia gonna put her through the table? Yeah! Lana's going through the table. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Lana's going through the lumber all the doo-dah day. Get wrecked, Lana. Guess what? I bet you that hurts more than your name spelled backwards. Good night, Lana. Goodbye. Nia clapping. Good night, Lana. Every single week, she goes through the table.
pieces, but it is complete.
Sorry to bother you. I know that you're busy, but after watching tonight's Firefly Funhouse, are you still planning on being a guest on tonight's Moment of Bliss?
Yeah.
Hold on. You did hear what Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt had to say, right?
Yeah.
You didn't take that as a veiled threat? Because to some it was a guarantee that the Fiend is coming for you and that tonight's Moment of Bliss could very well turn into a lion's den.
Let me stop you right there, Charlie. I am not afraid of the Fiend. Now, if the Fiend wants to show his ugly ass face tonight on Moment of Bliss, that's fine with me because I have no problem introducing the Fiend to the 3 most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. RKO.
Listen, you like the confidence of the new WWE
Bro.
Randy Orton, but he might be walking to
What do you guys say? Should we get some bro chants? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bro, 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 bro. Gotta love the bro chants, everyone. Coming up next, Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. Survivor Series qualifying match. Is Riddle or Sheamus gonna go on? Who knows? But we'll find out in just a second. Love the slow motion with the flip-flops flying off and the fireworks in the background. Gotta love that. All right, now we're gonna ask you guys who will win. It will either be Matt Riddle or it's going to be Sheamus. There you go. Get those votes in, everyone. Who you think's going to win? Either vote Matt or vote Sheamus. Amity says, honestly, I hate that chant. It's kind of boring and cliche. Really, Amity? Interesting. I don't know too many people that hate chanting bro. I think it's kind of fun. I think with live fans, it's so much better. Right now, it can get a little bit draining, I understand. But, like, man, with live fans, it doesn't get much better than that with everybody chanting bro as they walk down to the ring.
You can do amazing things with just one casino chip. Discover a world of incredible casino games with over 300 high-quality online slot games.
Hey, Dante, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you, man. I'm thinking we're getting Miz versus Reigns at Survivor Series instead of Orton. Why do you think that there, Ghostface? I really can't see that happening. I think Orton versus Reigns is the big match at Survivor Series they want to have.
Jackpot City Casino, a whole world of casino games.
This is an ad for a chip so iconic, we don't need a logo.
How much did the chair cost? Great question, my friend. I believe it was $219 on the dot. I believe. It was the first chair that I bought in the last 5 years, and want to know what? It's probably one of the best things I've ever bought, because for me, I sit a little bit further forward in my chair, and what that does is it really, really screws up my back. Like, I'm not sure if I've got official back problems, but it hurts. My back hurts like almost every single day. The muscles in my back never feel good. I think I got terrible posture as well, which probably doesn't help, but with this chair, what the awesome part about it is that it actually comes with a lumbar support right here. So as you can see, this lumbar support, it sits enough far forward so that way my back has something to go on, and then also this little pillow up here. So it's been worth every single penny for me so far. My back hasn't hurt as much since I've got this chair, which is really, really good. It's just so much better for my back. So, like, making an investment in my back, probably for my health and well-being, was one of the better things that I've done in the last little bit. But it wasn't cheap. It was $219 off of Amazon. So it definitely wasn't cheap, but it also wasn't... It could have been a lot more. Like, I looked into Secret Lab, and those chairs are like $500, and I was slightly considering doing Secret Lab, that way that I could get the Con Man logo on the back of the chair and get like the nice little branding and all that, but I decided in the end that's not worth the extra $250, $300 that it's going to cost. So I just went ahead and I got just this chair right here. I don't need the branding on it or anything like that, not right now. So this is one of the best things that I've bought in a long time. I spend almost 10 plus hours a day in this chair, so I needed to do something, right? I needed to make an investment in my back. Dono. So Jordan Armstrong, thank you, my friend, for your $2 donation. Says, do you think Charlotte will break her dad's 16-time record? Jordan why can't I say your name? Jordan Armstrong. I don't know. I think so. She's young enough already to do it. She's held the title a lot already, so she probably will. Here's Retribution.
It's not family. Retribution is not a team. Retribution is a mission.
Okay.
And the good men and women that stand beside me are willing to sacrifice everything for that mission. So understand one thing. We win when you suffer. And we will win because we decide when you will get shut down.
Really thought to imagine just how far Retribution is willing to go to shut
Empty words. Empty words. What does that even flippin' mean? Empty words. Nothing. It's a clown show at this point. Mark Kearns, that is an unpopular opinion. I think the majority of people will fight to the bitter end, saying that might have been the worst ending to a pay-per-view ever. I've seen a few people say that they really liked the match from a storytelling standpoint. I mean, you can like what you like, right? And I'm not going to try to tell people what they can or can't like, but the Hell in a Cell ending between Seth Rollins and The Fiend was god-awful. It was god-awful. It was god-awful. It ruined WWE for a lot of people. It was god-awful, right? There's very little salvage from that main event. It ruined... You know what? A lot of people stopped watching WWE after that point. A lot of people just gave up. They chanted to AEW, and they left. Right? You got to think how Hell in a Cell ended. It chanted with everybody in the arena. Ended with everybody in the arena chanting AEW. It was terrible. It was god-awful, and it might have cost WWE a good 200, 300, 400,000 viewers to their show every single week. And that's not an exaggeration. The ratings dropped by a lot. B-Man500 says, how do you like this show, Con? I hope you just started watching, my friend, because Conman has barely said anything positive about this show all day. This show has not been good. This show has not been good. Oh, you're JK. Okay, good. I'm just making sure they're B-Man. Unbroken says people need to get over whether it's a heel or face always facing each other. Like to see nobody cares. In the amateurs, people just want to see good matches. No, Unbroken, that's not a mindset that I think we should be having, because in wrestling, half of the goal is to get you to root for somebody, and half of the goal is to get you to hate somebody. If you lack clear-cut characters, And if you lack clear-cut baby faces and heels on your roster, you're not going to be able to build up the rest of your roster. You can have tweener characters. You can have characters face off against each other. You can have matches like Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor where it's two just kind of like really good wrestlers going at it. You can do that. But you need to have wrestlers that are over as the bad guy and wrestlers that are over as a good guy. You need people to be able to cheer somebody every single week to build that company around. You need heels that are going to get people to boo them and to cheer the baby faces. If you lack clear-cut characters across your roster, you are not going to be able to develop your roster at all. You can have tweener characters, and tweener characters, I think there should be more of them. But at the top of the card, you need baby faces and you need heels. You can't really start mixing too much with tweeners, because then you start getting into the idea that people are not going to fall in love with this main person. Picture Drew McIntyre, okay? If Drew McIntyre was mixing it up with faces as well as heels, you might be less likely to cheer on Drew McIntyre. You might choose the other face to root for, which is fine in wrestling, right? It's absolutely fine. But when you're trying to work off of fan reactions and drawing emotions out of your fans, you have to find a way to establish a character and then put some people who the fans don't want to see win up against that character, so they're rooting for the babyface. Look at the progression of Drew McIntyre's character, right? He went up against Brock Lesnar. Nobody liked Brock Lesnar. As a result, Brock Lesnar's major heel persona got transferred over to Drew McIntyre, and he went from being at the end of 2019, just kind of getting into a babyface role to becoming a full-fledged babyface. He then went on to face people like Bobby Lashley, who is a heel as well, and a lot of fans don't necessarily like Bobby Lashley, so it helped establish Drew McIntyre as a babyface. So, I understand we can definitely have some characters that are tweeners, but towards the top of the card, you need some more clear-cut established stars telling you if you should be rooting or rooting against them, right? Think of Chris Jericho in AEW. He might get cheers because he's Chris freaking Jericho, but he always finds a way to loop it back and make people boo him. As opposed to, say, somebody like Moxley right now. Moxley, he's a unhinged character. He's a guy who, maybe his persona might be viewed as a little bit of a bad guy tweener, but every single thing Jon Moxley does is to rally up the fans to root for him. Every single move, every single moment that he's on screen is to try to gain fan support in some way, whether it's being a badass or whether it's getting sympathy, right? And that has to be how things are towards the top of the card. If you can't find ways to establish a superstar as either the fan favorite or the heel of the scenario, you're not going to be able to draw people's money. You're not going to be able to invoke that response that you're looking for. And that's the toughest thing, trying to find a way to get people to care about your character without burying the rest of your roster. It's a very difficult line to walk, but you got to figure it out, right? Especially towards the top of the card. Mid card, you can get away with tweener versus tweener. You can get away with more often babyface versus babyface, even heel versus heel. You can get away with that a little bit more often towards the mid card. But towards the main event scene, you got to have developed characters, and you have to have established sections that you're in. Even if you look at somebody like Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the greatest tweener baby faces to ever have done it. Stone Cold Steve Austin started out as a heel. The fans booed him, but then once he really got his push, Stone Cold Steve Austin took on the corporation, took on McMahon. He was stunning all the heels. Yeah, sure, sometimes he'd stun baby faces, but baby faces that weren't necessarily as over as other baby faces. You would never see Stone Cold Steve Austin go and attack the other biggest fan favorite in the business. That's not what Stone Cold did. He grew sympathy by either getting beaten down by a whole bunch of jerks, or he gained fan support by attacking the boss. So it's all about establishing your character, and once you can invoke that fan response, really dig into it and master your position, because that's what's going to keep you at the top. If you can get fans cheering for you, begging to see you once you have reached that pinnacle, the ball's just gonna keep rolling, man. Awesome, B-Man. Great to have you, bud. Great to have you. But I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We're almost at 500 likes. What do you guys say? Can we hit 500 likes right about now? Boom. Leave a like on this video if you can. Also making sure you are subscribed. Hey, Nelly. How you doing?
The Twilight Zone, all new, Mondays at 10 on City TV. This program is aggressive in nature. It may contain themes that are not suitable for everyone.
You just took off some of your finger meat? What the hell does that what does that mean, Jason Barker? He says in all caps, crap, I just took off some of my finger meat. The hell is finger meat? Like, are you talking about, like, literally you took off part of your skin or, like, your finger? Like, the hell is finger meat? Botch Guy says, looks like I might actually have a day off, Con. Dude, let me tell you something. There ain't gonna be any reaction clips from this channel. Unless something big happens in the main event. There is hell no way, no sir, no madame, no. There is no chance at a reaction clip here today because today's show has been god-awful. It's been bad. But I'm glad that I'm able to enjoy you, or able to entertain you guys a little bit, and some of you are able to enjoy the show.
Disgusted with Matt Riddle's effort in this match. Sheamus has got to be careful. He's going to get a disqualification.
The only thing I'm thinking is the Mia Yim spaz out thing. Like, what was that? What was that freaking thing? This is a $1 billion corporation. You know what it was? It was totally Vince McMahon. Hey, Reckoning. You know what'd be such good shit? Hey, God damn it, pal. You know what'd be such good shit? Is if you rolled around on the ring, caused a distraction. Oh, God damn it, pal. And then Slapjack rolled up MVP for the 1, 2, 3. But then you know what it would be in the end? Oh, this is such good shit, pal. We're gonna kick her out from ringside. And then guess what? We're gonna have Retribution lose via disqualification. Oh, such good shit. This has been a bad episode of Raw. It's been a bad episode of Raw.
How much more does Matt Riddle have left in the tank? Matt Riddle trying to get back up to his feet.
Big forearm right there from Matt Riddle. Off the ropes again, and another forearm right there. The only thing that could potentially salvage this thing is the moment of bliss with Randy Orton later. Like, the Fiend attacking Orton might be cool. It might also suck. Into the cover. Oh, what a kick out by Riddle.
Somehow is right. I mean, that's been the trend of this match. Every time. Watch this again. Listen.
Yeah, it's been a bad episode of Raw. It absolutely has. I'm going to go out on a limb, though. I'm going to say it's not the worst of the year. I'm still sticking with that. I really think those pandemic shows at the very start were god-awful. They were dreadful. Not even the ones where they were... what was it? Not even the ones where they were showing replays of, like, old pay-per-views. As a kid, I think I would have loved that. And that was another thing. Like, when they showed the replays of, like, the Royal Rumble, all I could think of was, like, oh my god, if I was a kid right now who didn't get to watch the pay-per-view, I'd be losing my mind. I would be so happy. So, to me, that was still decent shows. Once they stopped doing that, it was just terrible. It's still bad. Yeah, one of the worst. Yeah, still, it's bad. Big flip right there from Riddle. Count of 2. Sheamus kicks out. It's just not been a good show. I got called Wine Man 167 by who was that? That was Omega Jeff. So Omega Jeff, if you can provide 2 moments from tonight that you loved, okay? 2 moments. 2 moments from tonight that you loved, I will concede. I will say, you know what? You are right, and I'm just whining. If you can provide 2 moments from tonight that you loved, legit, I will concede to you and say that the show is awesome, all right? But chances are you won't be able to.
This isn't the show we were wanting in the chat earlier.
This isn't the show we were wanting in the chat earlier. No, it was not, Lux7. No, it was not, man. We had a lot of hype at the start of this, man. And right now, it's just not delivering. Another shot right there. But that's his choice. If he likes it, he likes it. If you don't, you don't. He just called me Wineman167. You know, if he can truly find good parts of the show here tonight and back up the reason why I'm whining, then, you know, like, fine, I'll listen to him. But he called me Wineman167. I'm just like, I think he's just saying that. It's not a good show, but I can think of two. New Day impersonation and the Drew promo. Okay, there you go. There you go. So I concede you're enjoying the show here tonight. I prefer good wrestling on my wrestling show, but you know what? I'll concede. Those were two decent interviews. I'll concede to that. Oh, into the cover. 2, kick out there by Sheamus.
One has to wonder, I mean, Matt Riddle showing uncommon valor in a very, very bad situation. Sheamus wanted to end it with a bro kick, but the match...
Into the cover, though. That was off of the suplex there. Matt Riddle looking solid. He's probably going to win this match, right? Matt Riddle's probably going to go on to Survivor Series. Forearm right there to the face of Sheamus. Matt Riddle puts him up on his shoulders. Off the rope. Bro kick. All right. Okay. Wow. 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 Booster Seat says, I swear to God, if you whine about Sheamus winning. You can like that if you want. I'm honestly not behind it. If I'm just being honest, like, this is not a good show. I'm sorry if you guys think that I'm whining. I'm really sorry if you guys think that I'm whining. I'm just not enjoying the show tonight. And just as much, if you're enjoying the show, go ahead, enjoy the show, right? Like, I'm not going to try to say that you can't enjoy the show, but I'm also not going to sit here and say that I'm going to pretend for your sakes to like this show. This show tonight, I'm not enjoying. If you like it, good for you. Good for you being able to enjoy shit. For me, I prefer my TV shows to be good, but that's just my own personal thoughts. Yeah.
Whether you do early work, heavy work, or homework, we're here for the hard working. That's
just been a tough watch here tonight. We got about 11 minutes now left.
Or visit your local Money Mart. Hiring is challenging.
Hey, Con, here's an idea. Why not let the fans choose who to cheer and who to boo?
It's a very difficult task. ZipRecruiter finds us the best.
They do. They do. Every time you buy a ticket, you can cheer or boo whoever the hell you want, right? Okay, Botch Guy, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping by. Paul Carpenter says, like I said, it was better on paper, but it beat that stupid Impact pay-per-view. Yeah, okay. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So come December,
no, I'm gonna go ahead and say tonight's Monday Night Raw is worse than the Impact pay-per-view this past Saturday. that might have been the worst pay-per-view of the year, in my opinion. I really didn't enjoy Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory. I wasn't a big fan of it, but like, if you told me I had to sit here and watch through it again and watch all those wrestling matches, I'd probably say, okay, like, is it the thing that I want to do? No, but I could. It wasn't the end of the world, that show. All the matches were just kind of there. Production issues were what it was, but I didn't love it. I gave it a 4 out of 10. It was more entertaining from start to finish than tonight's episode of Raw. Yeah. But we got the best pay-per-view of the year last night. We did, my friend. And that one was definitely the best pay-per-view of the year. I think it beat SummerSlam. It was so good. It was so good. Hell in a Cell last night. Clint44, thank you very much for subscribing, my friend. Marco Jacobs says, Con looks like he's going to cry. Well, you know what, man? I just hate every single Monday that I have to come here and sit down behind the computer screen. I hate that WWE just sucks every time, and I have to try to pretend that I'm interested in the show, and it's just god awful. You're right, I'm about to cry because my heart gets broken every week by this damn company. Yeah. Alexa Bliss with a new theme. She looks high AF.
Welcome to a very special moment of bliss. My guest tonight went to hell and back last night by defeating Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at Hell in a Cell. Please welcome the new 14-time world champion, Randy Orton.
Here's Randy. In my head, they talk to me, they understand, they talk to me. Paul Brannigan, thank you very much, my friend, for subscribing. But here comes your 14-time WWE champion. Let me try to say that again. WWE champion, Randy Orton. Con, I'm going to be honest, if Retribution match didn't happen, Raw would be average for me. That match just took it out of me. That's fair as well. That's fair. Would it be average? I think it would be below average still without that Retribution match. It just hasn't really been all that great. Best match of the night was probably Sheamus versus Riddle, and even that finish wasn't even great. Wendell Broden, thanks for subscribing. You know, like, so it was what it was. All good, Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Don't worry about it, my friend. Thanks for just stopping by. Yeah, 50 world titles between Evolution, 14 for Triple H, 14 for Randy Orton, 16 for Ric Flair, and 6 for Batista. Oh, poor Batista, only a 6-time world champion, eh? AJ versus Hardy was decent. It was decent as well. I guess that's decent.
You can take a seat, Randy. I promise I won't bite.
That's so creepy.
No, I'm good. I think I'll stand.
Suit yourself. Let's talk about your monumental victory last night. One for the ages, I would say. Now, did it surprise you that you were able to deliver such a super duper performance?
Randy.
What is there to be surprised about? Was I surprised last night that I won Hell in a Cell? Was I surprised last night that I became a 14-time world heavyweight champion? No, I wasn't surprised, but you want to talk about surprises. Do you by any chance have a surprise for me?
No surprises. I mean, what good talk show host wouldn't want to have a WWE champion on their show? Duh. Especially after last night when you and Drew McIntyre burned the house down.
Oh, call back. Call back.
And there it is. Burn the house down, huh? Listen, Bliss, I know Bray Wyatt better than anybody. I know that he's close, so I'm gonna ask you this one time and one time only. Where is the Fiend?
Drew? Okay, Drew is here. Here comes Drew again, okay. Does he want to fight? Does Drew McIntyre want to fight? Here he comes, right for Orton. Going right for the WWE Champion, and Alexa Bliss is just standing in the ring as Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton are trading back and forth bombs. Drew McIntyre, right hands to Orton, kick to the midsection, over and over and over and over and over again as Alexa Bliss is just laughing. Is the Fiend gonna come here? Right hand from Drew, though. Just launching chairs out of the arena. Oh my! Destroying the set of a Little Miss Bliss's talk show here. What a right hand to the face. It took us 2 hours and 57 minutes to get to a point that was actually captivating tonight. Drew McIntyre looking to potentially hit the Claymore on Randy. Here's the Fiend. The Fiend is coming. Alexa's laughing. The Fiend is coming. He's here. But where is he? Where is he? Oh, McIntyre's alone in the center. Orton got out of there. Heads up as Randy Orton escaped out of the ring with the WWE Championship. I bet you the Fiend's going to be seen behind Orton. Randy, don't look behind you. I bet you're going to see a monster. Randy feels it. He feels his presence. And I think Orton knows he's standing behind him. Randy just turning, and the Fiend is behind Orton. The Fiend staring down the WWE Champion. Oh my. We're gonna get it, everyone. We're actually gonna get the feud between the Fiend and Randy Orton at some point. But where does Drew fit into all of this? Wait, Orton is walking forwards. Randy Orton walking away from the Fiend, not turning around, choosing McIntyre instead of fighting with the Fiend even more. Walking back to McIntyre, and here we go. We got Randy Orton and Drew brawling yet again. Drew McIntyre sends the WWE Champion into the barricade, again into the opposite side of the barricade, and Orton has been caught by the Scottish Psychopath. Right hand there by Drew McIntyre. But I wonder if the Fiend is going to come down even more. Is he going to get back involved in this fight again? No, the Fiend is gone off the top of the stage. And Orton now just sending McIntyre into the barricade. McIntyre face first off the announce table. Drew McIntyre in a little bit of trouble. Right hand to the WWE Champion as McIntyre is firing back. The former WWE Champion taking it to the man who stole the title from him at Hell in a Cell just less than 24 hours ago. Face first into the steel steps goes Orton. And Orton in trouble, man. Orton in trouble. McIntyre, what is he going to do? Is he going to do something on the announce table? Is he going to follow the suit of Nia Jax earlier, slamming Lana through the table? Or is McIntyre going to look to carve open his own path here tonight? Kick from Orton, though. Oh, no, Orton! Orton, no! Dropping McIntyre on the table. Orton just dropped Drew on the table. Don't tell me. Orton with a right hand to Drew on the announce table. Another right hand. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's all the time we have this week, folks. Tune in next week for another brawl here on Monday Night Raw. McIntyre, though, some more right hands as we're going off the air. Right hands over and over again. McIntyre shoving the face of Orton into the table. Wait, he's got a pen. He just stabbed Orton. Oh my God, Drew McIntyre just stabbed Randy Orton with a pen. Did he just stab him in the eye? I think Drew just stabbed Orton in the eye. And we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. And that's that. Well then. That ending was the best part of the show. What is Khan watching? What do you mean, what is Khan watching? I was watching WWE. You guys didn't see him stab him in the eye? Yo, legit, guys. He took a pen and was stabbing him in the eye. No, legit, guys. Like, I'm not lying here. That's what happened. Like, you guys didn't see the pen? I wonder if they cut away on the USA Network a little bit earlier. So Canadian viewers got that extra little bit. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, guys, legit. Like, there was a pen in the hands of Drew McIntyre, and he stabbed Randy Orton right in the eye. Like, that was the go off. That was the final image of the show. Like, I can try to bring it back up here. Give me a second here, guys. Let me try to find it on Sportsnet. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can show it for you guys. Plays of the month. Let's rewind. Here. Okay, guys. Ready? Ready. This was the final image of the show. McIntyre. Look at this. Ready? McIntyre, pen in hand. Watch McIntyre. He grabs the pen right here. Pen right to the eye of Orton. That's a pen in the eye of Orton's face. He is stabbing Randy Orton in the eye. Like, that just happened. That happened. I'm not making it up, everyone. Like, that happened. And then we went off the air. Okay? So, apologies if you guys didn't get to see that on the USA Network, but us Canadian viewers, we got that. And so that was the big moment right there. So, pen to the eye of Randy Orton. So does Orton come out with an eye patch? Like, is he going to be blinded? Like, that is actually a big moment right there, folks. So yeah, if you didn't see that, WWE, you can't be doing that. If you're going to have a big moment like that, you definitely have to show it. So everyone, I believe that is going to be the end of the show. I'm glad that I was able to show you guys that, but Randy Orton getting stabbed in the eye with a pen as they went off the air. Kind of crazy, everyone. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. I believe that's going to cover everything. Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw was not a good one. If you guys did enjoy it, please don't let me take away your enjoyment. I personally didn't really like it, but to each their own, right? So if you enjoyed it, guys, that is awesome. It wasn't my personal taste. I'm going to give it the same rating that I gave Impact Wrestling on Saturday night. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. I didn't really like tonight's Monday Night Raw. So 4 out of 10 for me. That's probably one of the lowest rated Raws I've had in a long time, but it's not the lowest I've ever had. 4 out of 10 is my final ranking for you guys. What's your ranking? Let me know here in the live chat. But we are going to go off the air now, everyone. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy this show, at least this live stream. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to the channel. You can see your name pop up there on the top left-hand corner. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I've been Khan, and that was Monday Night Raw.